Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Panther Den. I'm Peyton McClendon.
And I'm Finn Elder. As the Panthers move into the playoffs, we'll be taking a look at the team and the road to #1.
We'll be bringing you highlights of previous games, interviews with some key players, an interview with the heart of the team, Coach Tribble, and what's to come as the Panthers finish out their season.
And with that, let's look at our top 10 plays of the season.
Joining us for our top 10 today is Josh Allen. Josh, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, Peyton and Finn. Glad to be here today. Gonna watch some clips.
Yep. How do you feel about how the Panthers have done this season?
I think they've done an amazing job. There have been some rough spots, but we've quickly ironed them out, and we're ready to go into the playoffs.
Number 10, we've got Greenbrier versus Farmington. Extremely close game for the Panthers, and it looks like they're in the fourth quarter of the game.
Looks like we're on the 48 in Farmington territory. They snapped the ball.
Moves into the pocket, but is sacked by Tyree Kemp.
Great pressure by the defense.
Moving into our number 9 spot, we've got Greenbrier versus Harrison, one of the more fun games of the season.
Beginning of the first quarter, first play of the game.
And good pressure by the defense and a sack. Don't know by who.
Multiple fellows in there.
On to our number 8, it's Greenbrier versus Van Buren.
This is one of the earliest games of the season, but we're in the third quarter and a 4-second sack by C.J. Ussery.
Honestly, you know your offensive line is failing whenever you manage to get a defensive player in the backfield within 4 seconds of the snap.
Yeah. Moving on to number 7, snap by Palmer, and it looks like thrown. 27-yard diving catch by Cummings, just short of the end zone.
I wanna focus on that pass right there because you saw he's under very high pressure. There's 3 guys on him, and he just manages to sling the ball out, finds his target, hits the target in the hands, and honestly, I love to see it.
That's what we gotta love about a quarterback, like one who knows what he's doing, especially with being a senior. He's had the experience, he's had the pleasure of being able to play this game and know the ins and outs of his team. Moving on to number 6, we've got Greenbrier versus Harrison again.
Looks like they're on the 33 in Panther territory. There's a snap, handoff to the running back.
And a forced fumble by Ethan Rhodes.
Looks like he picks it up, starts running to the touchdown.
I mean, no one was expecting a fumble there. I mean, clearly the cameraman didn't.
And I mean, not even the refs didn't throw a flag down, and it's fair play. Touchdown by the Panthers.
Moving into our number 5 spot, we have the Panthers going against Van Buren.
Looks like the first quarter.
All 22, handoff to Enoch Assan. And he makes his way through their D-line.
Breaking 2 separate tackles.
And just keeps running through.
Looks like a foot race. I don't think they're going to catch him.
There's a 78-yard touchdown by Enoch Assan, longest one of his senior year. Okay, going into our number 4, we've got Greenbrier versus Harrison once again. And you know it's a good game whenever this many clips are coming from one game.
Looks like Harrison has the ball in Panther territory. Rolls out to his right. Throws
it, and that's a pick by Tyree Kemp.
He's going to run it all the way back. He's running past the entire team of Harrison. He runs it all the way down for a touchdown.
99 yards. What an amazing play by Tyree Kemp.
And that play couldn't have happened without the great blocks after the pick. On to our number 3 is Greenbrier versus Clarksville. Looks like the fourth quarter.
Looks like the Panthers have it.
Pocket rolls out to his right, passes it, and looked like that one got tipped off. It's still caught by the man behind him. Going to number 2, we had the Panthers versus P. Ridge.
P. Ridge snaps the ball, looking to throw. Gets tipped by the defense.
A dive intercepted by Ace Newland. What an electric play, and you can see the Panthers going wild after it.
And I mean, these are the risks you take on 4th and 5. I mean, you go for it, you can lose the ball, and you could have lost the ball at any point with that pass right there.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, moving into our number 1 spot, we got Greenbrier versus Morrilton.
Greenbrier goes for it on 4th and 8.
Looks like the Panthers have it on the 25. Send Trenton Mosley in motion, snaps the ball.
Palmer rolls out to his left and just lobs it down. Trenton jumps over the safety right there and catches it in the end zone. What an amazing play.
I don't ever remember having Superman on our team here. But, I mean, just seeing him fly in the sky like that to catch it over the safety's head.
And you can see the Panthers going wild once again.
Oh, yeah. Great season for the Panthers so far.
Great season for the Panthers. Well, that wraps up our Panther Den Top 10. Josh, we thank you for having you here.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Yeah, we'll see you back in a second.
All right, thank you. Now that we've taken a look at some of our favorite plays, let's take a deeper look into the stats.
Starting with our first conference game of the season, Greenbrier versus Morrilton, a 52-21 win for the Panthers. Palmer passed for a total of 281 yards, 25 attempted passes, with 19 completed passes.
Assan had 33 carries this game, resulting in a total of 232 yards and 5 touchdowns. The other touchdown of the game was from Mosley, who had a total of 80 receiving yards.
Once again, the Panthers showed out this week. Following the game with Morrilton, the Panthers traveled to Clarksville and ended the game with a win against the Clarksville Panthers 49-7.
This week was an interesting week because Enoch didn't play at all because of a penalty from the game against Morrilton.
I mean, okay, you could really see Enoch wanting to get back on the field and support his team, but the team really did amazing anyways.
Yes. Lucas Thompson, Salter Mahan, and Grayson Linville all got rushing touchdowns this game. Receiving yards totaled to 356, with Mosley getting 2 touchdowns, Mahan getting a receiving touchdown, and Ethan Smith getting a pick-6.
We move on to one of our closest games of the season, Greenbrier versus Farmington, with Greenbrier clutching up the win 48-38. Farmington put up a good game in the beginning half, with the Panthers struggling to catch up. Finally, in the fourth quarter, the Panthers caught up and passed the Cardinals.
With Enoch out the previous game, he certainly showed up and dominated in this game against the Cardinals. Assan rushed a total of 35 times for a total of 356 yards and 4 touchdowns. Palmer passed 14 times, 9 of which were completed, making that a total of 205 yards passed.
Mahan and Mosley got 1 and 2 touchdowns respectively. The Panthers tackled a total of 93 times this game, with 4 of them being tackles for loss of yards. The defense also showed out this game, with Ethan Quattlebaum and Tyree Kemp both getting sacks.
With the close game against the Cardinals out of the way, the Panthers traveled to Alma to defeat the Alma Airedales 56-27. The Panthers passed for a total of 327 yards and rushed for a total of 190, making the total yards 551 for the game.
The Panthers tackled 51 times with 1 sack by Aiden Gallion. Along with this, Ian Adams got 1 interception during the game. All in all, the Panthers ended the game with 7 total touchdowns, 5 from Enoch, 1 by Caden Cummings, and 1 by Trendon Mosley.
Back at home, the Panthers won 49-16 against the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. Palmer passed for a total of 16 times with 14 completions, resulting in 225 yards. Once again, Enoch leads in rushing, with 15 carries and 214 rushing yards. Total yards for this game amounted to 506.
The Panthers tackled 65 times in total, with 2 of those being for a loss of yards. Along with this, Ace Newland got an interception.
The touchdowns for this game amounted to 7 in total, 2 belonging to Caden Cummings, 3 to Assan, 1 to Mahan, and 1 to Christian Deersall.
On Halloween night, the Panthers traveled to Harrison to beat the Goblins 49-20. Assan rushed a total of 16 times with a total of 131 yards and 3 touchdowns. Palmer passed the ball a total of 19 times, 14 of which were completed. The total passing yards for the game ended up being 226.
The defense went off this game, tackling a total of 66 times, 5 of them being tackles for a loss of yards. Ace Newland and CJ Ussery both got 1 sack each. Tyree Kemp got a 99-yard interception that he ran in for a touchdown, along with Ethan Rhodes forcing a fumble, recovering it, and getting a touchdown.
The total touchdowns ended up being 7, 1 by Kemp, 3 by Assan, 2 by Mahan, and 1 by Rhodes.
And finally, what everyone's been ready for, the Greenbrier Panthers versus their rivals, the Valonia Eagles. The Panthers barely clutch up the win with a 34-33 win, securing their dominance over the rivalry.
In total, Palmer threw 25 throws, 17 of which were received for a total of 283 passing yards. Assan got 31 carries in this game for 202 yards.
The Panthers got 5 touchdowns this game, 3 from Enoch, 1 from Salter, and the game-winning touchdown by Lucas Thompson. The defense got a total of 69 tackles this game, with 3 of those being for a loss of yards. The only sack for this game belongs to Ian Adams.
Now, Valonia dominated this game, with the Panthers struggling to catch up. Finally, in the fourth quarter, the Panthers finally made the game-winning touchdown by Lucas Thompson, making the score 34-33. Now, okay, watching this game was crazy. Like, being in the stands, seeing that, and especially from all the hype at school, getting hyped up for the game, especially with the season run we've had, being 9-0 up to this point. It was just crazy seeing Valonia give us the belt. I mean,
they did put up a lot of numbers on us. I did not expect that.
They put up a better fight than we were expecting.
Oh, for sure.
And we could see that in the team.
Yes,
but
for sure. Now, before we move on to the next segment, we'll take a look at some of this year's key players.
Starting off with our touchdown leaders is Enoch Assan with 36 touchdowns, and Trendon Mosley and Salter Mahan both with 10 touchdowns.
Moving on, we have our receiving leaders for the season. Trendon Mosley with 94 receiving yards a game, Salter Mahan with 64.2 yards a game, and finally, Caden Cummings with 26.9 yards a game.
To cap off our season leaders this year, we have our tackle leaders. We start with Ethan Smith with 8.8 tackles a game, Ian Adams with 8.4 tackles a game, and finally Brady Wilbanks with 7.7 tackles a game.
It has been an amazing year for our Panthers, with the stats backing us up all the way. Now that we're done with our in-depth season recap, we'll move into the next segment, Inside the Den.
In this segment, we'll be diving a little deeper into the thoughts and emotions behind what the Panthers have done this season in a few player interviews. How do you feel about how the team has done this year?
I feel like we've done a pretty good job. Our two close games, Farmington and Valonia, I feel like we shouldn't have played the way that we did, but we still found a way to win and get it done.
I feel like we're doing good. I feel like we're executing. We're taking care of business. I feel like we've had a lot of good things happen to us. Just staying on the right path and keeping our mind right will be pivotal for our success later on.
I feel great. I feel like we've exceeded all expectations that everybody's had of us, and we're just continuing to get better every single day.
What are your hopes for the playoffs this year?
Man, I know that we can go and make waves, and we can go and win a state championship. We got all the tools to do it. We got all the people to do it. We just have to have the right mentality to do it. We'll take care of it.
I hope to make a deep run, and I think we have the weapons to do that, and we just have to, like I said, keep getting better every day. And I feel really confident in what we can do.
I hope we can go win the state championship. I believe we can. I believe we have all the tools to do it. We've put in a lot of work this offseason. I feel like we can go get it done.
What's your favorite game of the season?
Favorite game would be Farmington. We went in really nervous, but we were ready, and it was just nice to get a win on homecoming and prove a lot of people wrong.
Favorite game of the season, man. Well, I'll give you my favorite game, like personally, and then I'll give you for the team. I think my favorite game was Van Buren. I had a really good game, and I just feel like everything clicked that game. And for the team, I feel like Harrison was the best game. That was just a good glimpse of seeing us all put it together. And that makes me excited for the future.
Probably Harrison, because like we played Pea Ridge the week before, and we didn't come out how we wanted to come out. And Harrison, the game just kind of showed that we still have everything we need.
What do you feel the team needs to work on going into the playoffs?
Communication for defense. Offense, I don't feel like they didn't need to work on anything. They've been pretty good. Defense, we just need to communicate way more.
I think we need to work on playing a full game. We've really have gotten used to not having to play in the second half the way the season's been going. We've been blowing teams out, and I think we just have to be able to play a full game and finish a game and play good the entire game.
Yeah. Man, I really think just staying humble, staying humble and hungry, coming out with fire every single week, taking care of business, and making sure that leaks out into our practice and how we play.
Yeah. How do you feel you've improved this season?
Man, I feel like I've gotten faster, just knowing what I can and can't do, and whenever you know what you can and can't do, you know what you need to, how you need to react to certain situations and what you can get away with and what you just need to be like, okay, I don't need to do that, to protect yourself and to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've improved, but I feel like we've improved more as a team, as a whole together, working together on every single play, every single snap.
Yeah.
I feel like I've become, this season I've changed in being more of a team player, helping my team out as much as I can, doing what I can do, no matter what it is, just being with my team.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better in a lot of areas, but mainly the leader part of it. I feel like I'm more confident in my leading abilities. I can help the guys around me more and take charge when I need to, and I just feel like that affects everybody on the team.
How do you feel about this being your season or senior season?
I mean, it's surreal. It feels surreal. After this, it's the last time I'll play high school football. Forever. And I don't know. It's just just taking it in every single day, making sure I can go and give everything I got. Have no regrets and no doubts at the end of everything.
Yeah. It'll hit me whenever it's really the last game, but that's what makes me want to win it even more, knowing that this is it and this is all I've got left.
Yeah.
And so it just means more.
And what words do you have for the team next year?
Just go get it. You know, just put your head down and go to work, and just don't listen to what anyone else has to say about what they think the team will be, because that's what people did this year, and we obviously exceeded everything. So just go to work and don't listen to everything.
Oh man, yeah. Stay hard, you know, keep on working hard, keep on doing what y'all need to, and show up every day hungry, you know, and believe in yourself.
After seeing how our players feel about the season so far, we head now to an exclusive interview with the head coach, Randy Tribble.
First question, how do you feel about how the team has done this year?
I feel great about it, you know. It's been a really fun year, and players have responded real well to you know, some adversity, and played real well together. They enjoyed playing together, so that makes it fun.
What are your thoughts going into the playoffs?
Well, you know, we're just working hard, preparing for. Right now, we just have Batesville on our mind, and we're spending a lot of time this weekend, coaches getting ready for them, and then you know, going over game plan and what we think we need to do, and how things that we've got to be able to cover against Batesville. We worked real hard on that yesterday, Monday and Tuesday, getting a lot of reps at what we think we're going to see against them, and just working on our stuff. But you know, just excited to be in the playoffs, and excited about getting to play at home, and so we're just trying to get ready to go.
What do you feel the team needs to work on going into the playoffs?
Oh, we got to work on everything. You know, there's a lot of things. You know, we had some misalignments and stuff last week that resulted in positive plays for our opponent, and so we're trying to get those things taken care of, and then working real hard to, like I said, just to be sound and be able to play good defense and good offense against Batesville. But we're always trying to find ways to get better and just execute a little better and a little sharper, and for our players to see things more clearly. And so we're working on a lot, but just trying to clean up things that we didn't do as well last week. You know, is a priority, but then just trying to get sharper at everything we do, and make sure we know how to attack them.
If you have one, what's your favorite game of the season?
Favorite game? Well, you know, middle of the season, I think how well we played and the kind of battle we had against Farmington, where it was back and forth, and finally we got a few stops and separated ourselves from them. I think they were the best team we've played so far, but the way our team just kept hanging in there and kept playing until finally we could separate ourselves from them and get the victory was a real good feeling. And you know, the two teams that beat us in conference last year were Farmington and Morrilton, and to play as well as we did against them and to beat both of them there pretty close together was you know, a really good feeling, and showed us that we have a really good football team.
What does coaching mean to you?
Oh, coaching, you know, I've been coaching for longer than most people have been alive, so you know, it means a lot. But I just enjoy the relationships that I have with my coaches and with players. You know, I've coached 1,000 players probably, and just getting to know so many different people and learn from them, and trying to help them be the best they can be. You know, and hopefully some of the lessons that we teach in football carry over to other aspects of their life is kind of my purpose. You know, and you know, I've had old players this week reach out to me and congratulating us on this season, and asking, you know, telling me what's going on in their lives and stuff, and that's you know, something that I really value, you know, those relationships. And when old guys come back or contact me, you know, it makes me feel real good. And people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care, you know. And so I do care, you know, about our players, and I think most of them know it. Some of them think I care in a weird way, maybe, or I'm kind of mean with the way I care. But yeah, that's you know, that's kind of coaching in a little nutshell there, you know.
What does this group mean to you, especially?
What is what?
This group, like especially the seniors.
Well, just the fact that. You know, of course, I always love my seniors. You know, I kind of trying to love my sophomores, but I always, you know, the seniors, you know, because of being with them so much over a 3-year period, that, you know, we always have a bond, and this group, you know, this group's got some really good leaders in it, you know, and guys that have a real positive effect on the other classes, and show them how to work and how to prepare and how to work in the off season, you know, when the games are a long ways away, and so some people are searching for motivation at that time. They've just been really good leaders and really stepped up, you know, for us to be where we are this season. They've got a chance to leave a real special legacy.
Now that we know how the team as a whole feels moving into the playoffs, we'll head over to Josh with a look at week 1 of the playoffs and the competitors that the Panthers will go against for the title of state champions.
Thanks, Finn. As you know, the Panthers are going into the playoffs with a 10-0 record from the regular season. A little fun fact, the last time the Panthers were undefeated going into the playoffs was in the 2021-22 season, before they went on to lose to Pulaski Academy in round 3 of the playoffs in a heartbreaking 38-28 loss. The first game of the playoffs for the Panthers is against the Batesville Pioneers, who are heading into the playoffs with a 4-6 season record, 4-2 in their conference. In our conference, Farmington, Morrilton, and Harrison all enter the playoffs. Farmington in their first week is heading against the 5-5 Harding Academy Wildcats. Morrilton heads off against the 6-4 Nettleton Raiders, while Harrison goes against the number 1 seed in the 5A East, Valley View. And the rest of the playoffs are the Robinson Senators, number 1 seed in the 5A Central, against the Camden Fairview Cardinals, number 4 seed in the 5A South. Game 3 of the bracket is the Hot Springs Spartans, number 1 in the 5A South, versus the BB Badgers, number 4 in the 5A Central. Game 6 of the playoffs is the Parkview Patriots, number 2 in the South, versus the Maumelle Hornets, who are number 3 in the 5A Central. Finally, for week 1, we have the number 2 Searcy Lions against the number 3 Lakeside Rams. Panther fans, the wait is over. The 5A state playoff bracket is set. Our road to the championship starts now, and we're ready to dominate the competition. Now let's head back to the desk with our wrap-up.
Thanks, Josh.
It's been an exciting season so far, and the energy around Greenbrier right now is electric as we head into the playoffs.
Absolutely. The Panthers have worked hard this season, and we're excited to see how they do.
We want to wish the Panthers the best of luck. Here's to a strong postseason start and a deep playoff run.
Reporting for GHTV, I'm Peyton McClendon.
And I'm Finn Elder.
And go Panthers!
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up for everybody. You know, he shows up, he's ready to practice every day, and if energy's down, he usually tries to get everybody going.
Many people look up to him, not just as a player, but someone who they can lean on.
So he's always being a leader. He's always showing that he's going to be the guy that you want to rely on, and he's a great guy.
I think a lot of the success he's had this year is a reflection of the offensive line, our tight ends and receivers, and their ability to block and open up holes for him to run through.
With the Panthers being undefeated and Enoch being one of the top scorers, the Panthers are having a historical season.
He's got a lot of really good qualities, but his work ethic is what allows him to be as good as he is.
These players take every opportunity to work on their skills even if they win or lose.
Winning will take care of itself if you're doing that. That's our approach. We're not just trying to beat Bologna, we're trying to get better.
Even off the field, these players still talk about leveling their game and how they can improve.
We're always talking about football, always thinking of ways we can get better, and it's that respect level. We talk to each other, we listen, and we're able to get better as a team.
The community comes together to support Enoch's journey and the Greenbrier Panthers.
This town really cares about this sport, and it's just a good program. Coaches care, players care, people care, and that's one of the ways I stay motivated to play the game.
This has been one unexpected season for Greenbrier. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Braden Adams.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through the challenges to give their final performance their all.
I've had to step into a leadership role, which I haven't really occupied before, so it's certainly a learning experience.
For me, this is my first year doing band, so learning sheet music has definitely been the hardest part for me, learning how to read it.
I think this season has been kind of difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like there's just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard because they've always brought a lot of energy and they were always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who inspired their season most.
I think really, I would say the band as a whole, because it's been really cool to see just how knowledgeable everybody is of different things, and how fun everybody can have while being able to perform at the same time.
Our directors, Ms. Church, Ms. Wells, Mr. Deaver, and Mr. Berg, they're all amazing people. There's so many admirable traits in each one of these people, so I kind of looked up to little traits in everyone.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, the GHS Marching Band is clear for takeoff one last time. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Chandler Williams.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
production you're watching is being run and managed completely by Greenbrier High School media production students.
Students in the GHTV program are responsible for running live streams of different school events.
Stand by camera 1. Things like athletics, school signing days, and many other campus events.
We also work on other productions throughout the year. We make news packages and feature videos telling the stories of our school.
Don't forget about our short films and the weekly news for the high school.
The GHTV program has 2 different YouTube channels. The channel you're on now is where you will find all of our live streams.
And on the GHTV Productions channel, you will find student projects like news packages and short films.
Make sure to subscribe to both channels so you stay updated on all of our content.
So anyway, got about 5 minutes left as the captains make their way out of the locker room, as all your seniors will be represented here tonight for Greenbrier as the captains. Jack Palmer, Ethan Smith, Enoch Assan, and Quattlebaum will be leading the pack as the officials make their way out to midfield. I want to take this time real quick and recognize a family and a young man that's really battling right now in a health situation, and found out this week that he's been diagnosed with leukemia. Kane Griffin, a former player here and a dear friend of our families, and just want to take the time to recognize him and tell you if you would to add him to your prayer list. And Cooper, if you don't mind, we're going to say a quick prayer for Kane.
Yeah. God, and you know, if you don't know Kane, he's one of a kind, and if you know him, you love him. God, we pray that you just lift this family up during this hard time and give them strength. God, we also pray that you give strength to Kane, even though he may not need it. God, he's one of the strongest people I know. God, just continue to lift him up and give him strength. God, we pray for the doctors that are in there constantly working on them. God, you know the abilities that you've given them, and I pray that you continue to lift them up, give them wisdom, and God, we pray for the people that love him, because this is a hard time for them as well. But just continue to strengthen and build him up, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And thank you for that. And just please keep that family and Kane in your prayers tonight and going forward. He's in for a long battle, but we know he's going to beat it. And he's just that kind of a warrior. And we're giving him all the prayers and good wishes that we can. Back to the action at hand here tonight with 3 minutes left on the clock before game time. The captains making their way out to midfield. And Coop, why don't we go over our 3 keys to victory for the ball game tonight?
Let me pull them up real quick. Number one, and I think most importantly after last week, is we got to start this game off with energy. Start this game off with some fire, and just come out here and dominate. You know, hit them in the mouth, hit them where it hurts. Make some big plays, make some turnovers. Got to start the game off with energy. Got to see these guys liven up on the sidelines a little bit.
One thing we didn't really see coming out in that Bologna game was a little bit dead, a little bit lackadaisical.
And that's weird because it's Bologna week.
Yeah,
you know, you're usually hyped up to be like, if you don't win a single game this year and you beat Bologna, that's a winning season.
Sure.
So it was kind of a surprise on that end, but I have faith that these guys are going to come out with a little bit more energy. But what I really want to see is the guys on the sideline, you know, the 12th man.
Yeah.
I want them to come out and support those guys that are out on the field, even if you're not playing. Get involved, build those guys up, give them some energy, because, you know, as a player, you know, something goes wrong, you know, your first thing to do is to look down. We need those guys on the sideline, lift them up, keep them up. But number 2 is to limit big plays, big chunk plays for Batesville. You know, you said that their quarterback's probably going to put the ball in the air a little bit.
Threw it 50 times last week against Valley View.
Yeah, and if he's going to put the ball in the air, that means we got to come down with it. And he has 10 turnovers to 17 interceptions, so he may not make the best, but we got to make sure he doesn't.
Sure.
Number 3 is to get our receivers involved early. You know, last week when you have 8, it's kind of you want to rely on him a little heavily.
Sure.
But what I will say is that since you are so heavily keyed on 8, get these receivers involved with some short passes. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Greenbrier comes out carrying the Miami Hurricane flag, and if you know the Kane Griffin and the Griffin family, you know what that's all about. So definitely showing some support there, which I love to see. But yeah, you're right, Cooper. It's you know, you got to come out and you got to get those guys involved early and often, and all that's going to do is free up Enoch to run the football better.
No doubt.
So we're about ready for some action here in Greenbrier. First round of the playoffs about underway as Greenbrier has made their way to the sideline as we wait for Batesville to run through their Pioneer as they brought out their big blow-up Pioneer. The band comes to get this big crowd as they filtered in. I'll tell you what, Cooper, they filled in the stands very nicely.
Yeah.
It looked kind of sparse there for a little while, but a big Greenbrier crowd as usual, and Batesville brought a pretty good contingency as well. As Batesville now makes their way to the sideline, and we're about ready for some action.
Let's get after it.
So Greenbrier will be in their blue tops tonight, blue helmets, white pants with the blue stripe, and Batesville will be in the white pants, white jerseys, and their black helmets. Greenbrier will be kicking from right to left on the radio dial, as they won the toss and deferred until the second half. So Batesville's offense will take the field first. And, you know, Coop, it's one of those things that we've seen out of this Greenbrier defense the last 3 or 4 weeks is we've kind of gotten a slow start, kind of feeling our way out and trying to figure some things out defensively. I would like to see us come out and get a stop first possession.
Let's start with some blitzes. You know, be a little risky.
Set the tone.
Set the tone for sure.
Ethan Rhodes, your kicker for Greenbrier, will come out as he's boomed the football all year long. And while we're waiting for this to get underway, I'll just read you some stats as Batesville comes in here averaging 80 yards a game rushing the football, averaging 198 through the air, so only averaging 280 yards a game offensively in 21 points. They have turned it over 11 times this season. And then defensively, they've given up 33.2 points per ball game and forced 10 turnovers. Cole Bentz is their starting quarterback. He's averaged about 200 yards a game through the air and then about 2.4 yards a carry. And so they lost to Searcy, Newport, and Southside to start the season, but like I said, won against Brooklyn, Wynn, and GCT, but all of those by a combined of 5 points.
Wow. Hey, it doesn't matter. A win's a win.
That's right.
As we should probably note from last week.
As Ethan Rhodes approaches the football, and we're underway here in Greenbrier. Good high end-over-end kick will land about 9 yards into the end zone and start Batesville at their own 20-yard line. What a night for football, and if you can't get excited for the playoffs, then you might not need to go see a doctor. I don't know what to tell you. Greenbrier will come out in that customary 3-4 defense and created 19 turnovers so far on the season, which is almost 2 per ball game, which is just incredible. And I tell you, Cooper, if they can get 2 of those tonight, I think it's lights out for Batesville.
No doubt. You didn't really see any last week, but hopefully they're gonna put the ball in the air more than Valonia did. But
Vince brings their offense out, takes a snap, will fake on a rollout to his left, got his receiver out in the flats, and a good play for the Pioneers on first down. Will pick up about 11 for first down.
You know, I was going to bring that up. When we played Batesville my senior year, that's all they love the rollout.
They love to roll the pocket.
But you got to be careful because they'll roll the pocket and throw it back on a screen.
Yeah.
So you got to be very disciplined playing this offense.
Coach Murrow has gotten away from that I offense that Coach King ran for so many years, so they're a little bit more multiple offensively. I think they had 22 different sets that we had to prepare for. Bentz takes it. Now he'll roll to the right, the wide side of the field. Giving chase is Ace Newland, and he'll dump it off short. Pass is incomplete. So a good job by Ace of putting a little pressure on him. And I believe that's the key tonight, Coop, is get him under pressure a little bit, not let him hit his mark and throw. And you can see he's a little bit inaccurate right there.
And one thing I will say is we said blitz early, but in an offense like this, you've got to have a scraper. So what a scraper does is that as soon as he sees that quarterback roll out, he's on a beeline towards him. And that kind of gets him a little flustered, but you got to stay disciplined guarding those receivers.
Very good. Second down and 10 as Batesville will send 4 receivers out to the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash. Bentz takes a straight drop, looks that way. Now he'll get pressured out of the pocket, throws it deep down the middle of the field. Greenbrier there in coverage.
Wow, what a catch.
And the receiver goes up.
No, he dropped it.
And almost makes a highlight catch, one-handed. Great coverage by the Panthers, but just almost a better catch.
Wow, that was almost crazy.
And that is the freshman, Kendall Johnson. You can see his athletic ability on display right there. So third down and 10, big chance for the Panther defense right here to get off the field in their first possession of the ball game, which will definitely set the tone, something we haven't seen in quite some time. Bentz will come up and set 2 receivers to the right, single receiver left as he'll take the snap. He'll roll to his right.
There's a
little flood route and got his man. Ball knocked away by Tyree Kemp, incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down and long.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Defense starting with a little bit of life this game.
So as Batesville will send the punting unit on, Greenbrier will send Ethan Smith back deep to receive. I don't have a full roster for Batesville as we tried to get one all week but couldn't get anybody to email us back, so I had to pull stuff off the internet. Looks like the kicker's number is 16. I know they've got a great field goal kicker. Ethan Smith will place his heels at about the 30-yard line. I know there was a little bit breeze early. I don't know if it's died down or still blowing pretty good. Wobbly kick will land at about the 38. Smith catches it on the bounce, makes a move. Now he's up over the 40, 45, got some room and is tackled by the ankles, brings it out close to the 50-yard line. So great field position here for the Panthers. We're going to keep it right here. We got a new feature tonight. We're going to try it out. I'm not making any promises, but we've got Dustin Worthy, who's done some games, some color commentary with me up here in the booth this season. He's going to do some sideline reporting, and so about the midway mark of each quarter, we're going to try to go down to him and catch some live action. Palmer brings his offense out with 2 receivers to each side. Assan behind him in the pistol. Jack tries to get a free 5. Now we'll look to the sideline to get the call.
That nose guard is really close to that football.
11:03, if you're just joining us in the first quarter, just underway here, Greenbrier with a 3-and-out on defense. Now we'll have the football. Enoch on the first play of the game with a stiff arm. Now makes a man miss up over the 50 and into Batesville territory as he picks up 5 on the first down play.
He will never go down on first contact.
And that was Rourke Sevier, number 44, the middle linebacker.
You said it.
That just added another one to the total. Greenbrier will go with some tempo. Palmer gets it out quickly to Salter Mahan, and he makes a move and run out of bounds close to the 30, looks like the 42-yard line. And Coop, they must have listened to our keys.
I hope so. I hope so.
Got Salter involved early. Got a good defensive stop, and Greenbrier's on the move. 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the 42-yard line of the Pioneers.
Seeing this defense, we've seen it a lot this year. They're spreading out, and they're going basically cover 0, stacking that box.
Empty formation. Now he'll bring Assan into the backfield and hand it to him. He makes a cut up the middle. Good hard run by Enoch as he lowers his head.
Yeah.
Not much there, but that's what Enoch does when there's not much there. He still picked up 8.
Make something out of nothing. Make something out of nothing.
He's one of the best in the state to do that. As Greenbrier now will go with some tempo. Trips receiver to the boundary. Palmer gets it out. He's got a double move. Got Mosley on a go route. Caught.
Wow.
Touchdown, Panthers.
What a ball, what a catch.
Just a little out and up route by Mosley, and just a great ball by Jack.
Yeah. What a contested catch, though. That's one of the hardest things to do as a receiver is when you got a guy draped on your shoulder, it's hard to concentrate and get that ball. But he did a great job right there and finishing the play.
Greenbrier with a quick score again, as they've done many times this season.
I think Bertram had the live stream pulled up. I think they listened to our keys.
I think so. Ethan Rose. We do have a new deep snapper, as Klosky's the snapper tonight, and the snap is down, kick is up, and it's good. So Greenbrier leads 7-0 early in this ball game. 10:06 left in the first. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier Panthers on My Country Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back here to Greenbrier as the Panthers get a 3-and-out defensively and then strike in just 5 plays to put the ball in the end zone. And it may have been less than 5 plays. Was it 3 runs?
It was about 5. It was about because there was a screen pass.
2 runs by Enoch, so 4 plays.
Yeah, 4 plays.
7-0 your score early in the ball game as Rhodes gets ready to approach the football to kick it away for the second time tonight. Gets another good boot into it, high end-over-end kick, and this one will land about 5 yards deep, so missed that one a little bit.
He
do have a flag down, so we got a false start on the Panthers, so we'll back them up 5, and now he'll be tested to see if he can get it in the end zone.
We'll see. That's more than 5.
No, it's just 5.
Is it?
Yeah. So Greenbrier has Ethan's done a fantastic job of kicking the ball this year. And
the kickoff crew hasn't really got much action this year.
They've done a good job in coverage as well.
Yeah.
Really limited. I think they've had 2. I think Warren had one to run out past the 50, and then maybe one other, but none of them have been returned for a touchdown, which is a testament to to really staying in your lane and being disciplined. So as they back up after the false start on the kickoff, which we haven't seen, I don't think, all year, Rhodes will kick it this time from the 35. Lays a boot into a good high end-over-end kick, and it will land at the goal line, and it is not into the end zone. They'll have to rush around and pick it up. Now he takes it down the sideline and makes something out of nothing, and wow, what a play. That looked like a wedge.
Yeah.
I mean, it landed on the 1 and didn't go into the end zone.
Yeah.
2 down. Yeah. So wow, that could have been huge, Coop. I mean, that was
could have been a touchdown.
The freshman there just looked at it as I thought it was going to go in the end zone as well. It landed at the 1 and did a backspin, and he had to rush around and get it, and ended up making a pretty good return.
Yeah.
Got it out to the 15 as Batesville takes over there. Benz will bring his offense out with trips to the left. Single receiver to the boundary. Running back Murrow to his left. Now he'll motion out. Try to go deep as he gets some pressure, and he steps up into the pocket, and he's got some room to run. But a good job by Ethan Rhodes stepping up, and pretty good job there by Benz of showing his elusiveness.
Yeah. I mean, he only has, 196 rushing yards this year?
Yeah.
You don't really expect that out of him, but.
And a good job in coverage as they tried to run a little fake screen and get one deep, but a good job in coverage there by the Panther defense. Will bring up a 2nd down and 3 as they move the ball out to the 22. Batesville will come to the line of scrimmage. 2 left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation this time for Murrow. Benz turns, hands it off first time tonight, and Murrow breaks a tackle in the backfield. Now he'll break a couple more, and a good run by the sophomore as he gets it out past the 30 for a first down.
Something I'm noticing about this team on both sides of the ball, they're physical. They aren't afraid of contact, so you got to bring the heat. Got to bring the juice.
You got to wrap up. That's one thing I will be critical about our defense all season. Especially in the secondary, is doing a lot of shoulder hitting and not really wrapping up. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. 9:02 left to play in the first. Greenbrier leads 7-0 as the ball is placed on the 32-yard line. Benz looks over the defense, calls for the football. He'll keep it himself, follow his blocker. Not much there, but he will fall forward for a pickup of 2. Didn't see much of that last week against Valley View, so tells you they probably think they saw something on film.
Yeah, watching the Valonia film, their quarterback ran all over us. So.
2nd down and 8 for the Pioneers. Pretty quiet in Panther Stadium right now. Not much noise being made from either side. Twins receivers to each side for Benz as he'll send the freshman Johnson out here to the right. Stacked twin set. Now he'll send Murrow out to the left. Gets it out on a little screen play. Got his man. Makes the catch. Fights for yardage, and he'll be close to the first down.
We got to go for some legs. Size-wise, our defense is not very big.
Right.
Especially in the secondary. Our front, 3 guys, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
But once you get past those first 3 and, maybe a few on the linebacker core, our DBs are a little bit smaller compared to their receivers. So you really got to, low man wins.
3rd and 1, ball on the 41-yard line. So a big play here for the Panther defense. See if they can get a second stop in a row for the night.
I think they're going to go quarterback run right here.
Batesville will hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Now Coach will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them with 8:03 left here in the first quarter. Greenbrier leads 7-0. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier Panthers on My Country, Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch.
Those guys that move down south when I get old. Get away from this cold weather.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1 here facing the Pioneers as the ball's on the their own 41-yard line. Greenbrier leads 7-0 with 8:03 left in the first. Big play here for both teams early in this ball game.
Formation right here.
Ben's under center for the first time. Tripp's coming out, and what a big disaster for the Pioneers, as it looks like it was going to be a naked bootleg there, and Bence gets his feet tangled up with one of the linemen, and a loss of 3 will bring up a 4th and 4, which completely changes your.
Yeah. You think?
It looks like they're going to go. Now they'll send out the punting unit. That was going to be pretty bold there early in the ball game on your side of the field.
Yeah, on 38-yard line.
So the punter will have his feet at about the 25. Ethan Smith back deep will have his at about the 25 as well. Short kick the first time. Does get it away just barely. This a big, high, spiraling kick will send Smith backwards. Fields it at the 15, but does make a guy miss. Now he sticks up inside and will return it out to about the 31. So a good job by Ethan Smith of making a really good return after a great punt by their punter.
That was a really good punt. About a 50-yard punt.
Yeah. Greenbrier will take over possession at the 31 with 7:09 to play here in the opening quarter, as they took the first possession in 4 plays and went about 59 yards to score.
They're playing a bunch of cover 0 right now.
Trips formation to the left in a tight bunch. They'll send Mosley out to the right by himself. Enoch Assan makes a cut back up the middle, and a good job there by Batesville as they take him down for a short gain, pickup of about 4. Assan with 2 back-to-back consecutive 2,000-yard seasons. Just an incredible feat, especially at the high school level, and especially this year with facing what he's faced with 8 9-man boxes all year long.
No doubt.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. They will go with 2 running backs this time. Single receiver, which is Cummings, out to the right. Palmer will send a man in motion. A little cross action in the backfield. Jack gets it out. And he's got his man, which is Cummings, on this comeback, and he catches it for a first down at the 45-yard line.
I don't know if that was a designed comeback, because what we used to do is if the corner is bailing a little bit, just kind of shut it down.
Right.
And if it was, then that was a good decision by the receiver out there.
Trips left for Palmer this time. Empty formation. Almost gets a free 5 as his left linebacker looks like he was going to bring some pressure that time. Now he'll back off as Greenbrier gets the play call in. Receivers on the left will widen out close to the numbers. Just really spreading the field here. Palmer takes his drop, gets it out quick on the right side as Cummings.
Oh.
He catches it, but they'll call it incomplete. Tried to make a move really before he hauled it in and fumbles that one out of bounds. Second down and 10 for the Panthers.
I love what I'm seeing, trying to get up. I said short passes to our receivers, make them respect it.
Yeah.
They're playing a lot of cover 0. You look over the top, there's no deep safeties. They're all, lined up over a receiver.
2nd and 10 for Palmer. Single receiver to each side. Pistol formation. They'll turn, hand it off to Assan on the left, get some pressure in the backfield, but makes the guy miss. And a great job as number 2 comes up and makes an open field tackle, which you do not see very often.
Not at all.
So a great job there by, let me see if I can get his name for it. That's Colin McHouston. Just a great job in open field of tackling number 8 all alone.
For a loss.
3rd down and 11 for the Panthers. See what Coach Bertram dials up here on this big 3rd down play. The ball's on the 45.
I think, you maybe see a drag from this tight end over here.
Twins to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Jack will take his snap, fakes the handoff, got a man deep down the middle, wide open as nobody's there. Woo! That's Cummings. He catches it at the 10-5, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
A little miscommunication. You see, that was a post-out combination. That safety bit on that out, and there was nobody over the top.
He didn't just buy it.
No, he fully committed to that out.
Wow, I don't know that I've seen anybody that open all season long. I was nervous for Caden to catch the football.
I was nervous for Jack to make a good throw.
So touchdown Panthers as they go up 13-0 with 5:25 left to play in the first quarter. Facing a 3rd and 11 and hit a big play as the snaps down, kick is up and through. Greenbrier leads 14-0. We'll be back right after this with more Greenbrier Panthers on My Country, Y107.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say. And I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year.
Down to our sideline correspondent, Dustin Worthy. Dustin, big play there on 3rd down. What'd you see there?
Blown coverage on Batesville's side there, Matt, and Kate taking down. This offense is hitting on all cylinders tonight and playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And, one thing we talked about is this defense coming out and getting a couple stops early. It seems like the juice is a little bit better tonight than it was last week.
Absolutely, and you think about it, Matt, from last week with that mobile quarterback, might have been just what we needed coming into the playoffs here against this team.
I agree. Dustin, we appreciate you. We'll check back with you in the second quarter.
Kick into the end zone.
All right, so it did work. Hey.
Yeah, there we go.
It's progress.
There we go.
So we appreciate Dustin doing that and some live reporting. I just love to get the feel of the ball game down there. You could hear the loud music playing. It's just a different feel. 5:25 left in the first. Greenbrier leads 14-0. Batesville with their 3rd possession of the ball game. The first 2 have end up unsuccessful as they've had to punt it away to Greenbrier. As Bentz will bring his offense to the line. Ball's in the middle of the field. 3 receivers to the right, none to the left. Pistol formation. Now they'll motion Murrow to the right of Bentz. Bentz will roll that way as he sets up in the pocket. Now he lets it go at the sideline and has his man, and he'll just step out of bounds as that's number 1 on the reception, Xavier Pierce. Short pickup as he'll pick up 3 on that play, bring up a 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7.
Coop, what are you seeing so far out of this defense differently than what you saw last week?
Linebackers playing a lot more discipline. It looks like they have a really good game plan for this offense, which we've played this offense before, so Coach Stone has a little bit of history of playing this coaching staff. But secondary is doing a really good job, which we haven't really had many big plays like on our secondary. Sure. But we're getting after that quarterback. We're making him a little nervous.
Benz lets it go left and picked off as Ethan Smith is there. The ball is overthrown, and Ethan Smith picks it off at the 41 of Batesville, and Greenbrier is in possession of the football.
There we go. I was going to say, against this defense, our main defense is a cover 2 read, and, they try to go whole shot right there. But as a quarterback, our safeties are very disciplined. Yeah. If you have disciplined safeties in a cover 2 read defense, it's very hard to get a whole shot in, and you have very little room for error. And right there, Ethan played it very well. Quarterback just overthrew him just a tad bit. Yeah. You got to put that outside shoulder, if anywhere.
Yeah, he missed that one a little bit inside and high, which is that's usually what happens.
It's a combination for an interception.
First down and 10 for the Panthers as Palmer will send 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll have Assan behind him. Turns, hands it off to Assan, and the play will be blown dead as a false start is called against the Panthers.
I think they got out of that cover 0 right there. And I don't even know if it's cover 0. It may be a cover 4 match.
Right.
But, leaving more guys in the box, our receivers are some of the best in the 5A. Mm-hmm. It's hard to play them man-to-man.
Just so much speed out there.
Yeah.
So 1st and 15 as they'll back it up to the 46. Greenbrier with a chance to really take control of this ball game early in the first quarter. Same formation for the Panthers. Now they'll bring Mosley in motion from left to right. Turn, hand off to Assan. He'll cut it up the middle, makes a man miss, and just gets tripped up by the shoestrings as he'll fall out to about the 36 and almost a step away from taking that one to the house.
You know what I'd really like to see right here? I'd like to see a boot throwback.
Yeah, I don't think we've run that this year, have we?
I know, and it surprises me.
Yeah.
Because, we hand the ball off so much to Enoch, but we also do those boots. We did boots early in the season. Roll out, kind of set up, look backside. I think it'd be pretty open.
2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. Palmer hands it off to Assan again, up the middle.
Ooh.
Hit hard by the Batesville Pioneer defense. Don't see Enoch get squared up very often.
No, but what I was just about to say is this game I've kind of noticed he's kind of tiptoeing a little bit more than usual.
A little bit.
Needs to put his foot in the ground, get upfield, and he never has a problem with that. So maybe he's just feeling things out.
3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Ball's on the 31-yard line. 32. They need to get to the 31. Palmer tries to get them drawn off sides. It was really, really close.
That's twice. That's twice.
Now they'll set up again. Jack looks over the defense, now calls for the football. He'll hand it to Assan up the middle, makes a man miss, and to the 20, 10, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Panthers! Enoch Assan into the end zone from the 22-yard line, and the Panthers are on the board again for the 3rd time in this first quarter.
There he is. That's what I'm used to seeing out of Enoch Assan.
Just a great sidestep and jump cut, if you will, to the left, and left the guy standing there, and the rest was history.
Yep.
3:38 left in the first. Panthers strike again to go up 20-0 with this extra point pending as Ethan Rhodes gets it measured off. Ace Newland, your holder. Joe Niklowski, the deep snapper. A little bit of fumble on the snap. Rhodes takes it to the right corner, but ends up getting tackled and looked like a good snap. Just Ace unable to hold on to it, and which will result in a failed conversion. Greenbrier on top, 20-0. 3:38 to play in the first. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this on My Country Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Welcome back to the booth as Greenbrier has taken an early commanding lead here in this ball game, scoring on their first 3 possessions. Got a big turnover on defense last time as Ethan Smith picked off the pass from Bentz, and Greenbrier's in business. 20-0 is your score. 3:38 to play. Rhodes kicks it onside. They weren't ready for it, and just a little too hard as it goes out of bounds. I love it, Coop. It's the first time we've seen that this year, and completely caught him off guard. Just kicked it a little too hard. So the result will be a penalty against the Panthers as the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll spot it, I believe, where it goes out. Correct? I
think so.
If it's past the 35,
I think so.
So they will spot it. Looks like at the 47. Nope, they're going to move it up to the 49.
What is our number guy confused? Or down marker? No?
I think they're just trying to figure out where they're going to spot the ball. So great starting field position for Batesville as Greenbrier almost caught them asleep, but just unable to execute the onside kick. 3:34 to play in the first. Greenbrier leads 20-0 here in this first round playoff matchup with the Greenbrier, the 1 seed out of the West, against Batesville, the 4 out of the East. Bentz will roll to his left, now sets up in the pocket, lets it go out of bounds as there was nothing there. Double coverage by the Panthers. And you can tell, Coop, and we talked about Batesville having 22 different offensive formations, which really gave the defensive staff some homework to do in preparation. But you can tell this defense is really prepared tonight.
Oh, yeah, and it shows. I mean, after last week, if that doesn't make you a little bit mad and a little bit, prideful in what you got to do out there, then we would have some problems.
Yeah. Second down and 10 for the Pioneers as Bent sends 3 to his right. And
Ball start.
Looks like we're going to have a little bit early motion on Batesville. Is a ball start against the offense. We'll back them up 5.
An update on the score for you. Lakeside 7, Searcy 14.
Ooh, Searcy leading Lakeside 14-7. That one's got to be early as well. And that's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 15 for the Pioneers. Trips right. And it looks like we're going to have another false start against the Pioneers.
That's the most frustrating thing as a quarterback.
It's not just frustrating for the quarterback.
The coaching staff.
Yeah, that'll drive a coaching staff nuts. The pre-snap penalties on either side of the football.
Well, and you look out at the field, and let's say you have a good play call and you got a false start, you're just like, man.
Yeah. Second down and 20 now as they move the ball back into the 39 of Batesville. Same formation as they'll see if they can get it off this time. They send Murrow out left in motion. Bentz will roll to his right. We get tackled at the line of scrimmage. Now he lets it go down over the middle of the field and almost intercepted as basically a jump ball. Ethan Rhodes goes up and about picks it off, but we're going to have a hold, and it's going to be second down and forever.
I would decline it. Can you?
Yeah, you can decline. And that is declined as it was an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 20.
Man, I should be a coach.
I would have took the penalty.
No, it's already 3rd and 20.
I know. As good as your defense is playing right now, I'd bank the odds. Give me the 10 yards.
I'm saying get my offense out on that field as quick as possible.
Well, you're a quarterback. Of course you would.
Put this game away.
Yeah. 3rd down and 20 for the Pioneers. Now they'll send 4 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, empty backfield as Bentz is all alone. He'll take a straight drop, looks to the right. Now he'll step up into the pocket. He's hit, but he gets away from Ushery. He'll roll to his left. Got plenty of time still. Bounces around, and oh my goodness, now he rolls back to the right, trying to find a man, and it's picked off. Oh, he drops it. Oh, he just dropped it.
Ethan Smith is playing out of his mind tonight.
Great job by Ethan as he baited the quarterback into throwing that and then just jumped the route, unable to haul it in, but a great job. And, hey, what a job by Bentz right there.
Yeah. He looked like prime Johnny Manziel right there.
I bet he had the ball in the backfield for 15 seconds. It's a great job by the secondary. If you can't find somebody open in that amount of time, secondary's doing their job. So 4th and 20 will definitely bring up a punting situation for Batesville. Still 3:03 left to play in the first quarter, and Greenbrier fixing to get the football back again.
I'd like to see it go into mercy rule in the first quarter. If you can.
I don't know that there is a sportsmanship in the playoffs.
Really?
I don't know that. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Surely.
As there's some confusion out there. They moved the ball over to the left hash.
That's where it started.
Yeah. So Greenbrier wouldn't be surprised if they didn't come after this one. Snap's taking a little while to get back there. They do bring some pressure. He just gets it away. And a short kick hits off of Batesville and will bounce deeper into Greenbrier territory. But they do throw a beanbag.
You got to get out the way.
Yeah, so Greenbrier will get it up where it hit the Batesville defender. Looks like it's going to be at about the 37-yard line. So 2:51 left to play in the opening quarter, and it's been all Panthers so far in this one.
Let's go.
And do spotted at the 35. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers, as it looks like Nash is your replacement for Win Scudlark.
Okay. Is it? Are you sure?
No.
I think it was 66. I think that's Lonnie.
Yeah, that's right.
Lonnie
Shaw. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 1st and 10. Hand off to Assan. It's a reverse, and it's wide open. Trenton Mosley at the 40. 50. It's going to be a foot race. Nobody's going to catch him. 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers. How about the speed by Jack Palmer?
I was going to say, Jack showed off his wheels right there.
Great play by the Panthers as they run a reverse with Enoch to Trenton Mosley. And I'll tell you something about number 3. If he gets in the open,
he's fast.
He's so hard to catch. Jack had a 10-yard head start, and he still outran him.
But, hey, Jack kept up with his guy. That's all that matters.
That's right. So a great job by the Panther offense as they strike just that quickly and score again with 2:36 left to play in the first quarter. Ethan Rose got it measured off. Little high snap. Ooh. Ace does get it down, and they do get it through this time. The score is 27-0. The Panthers lead with 2:36 to play. We'll be back right after this on Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
Hey, Greenbrier fans, ready to stay connected?
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that that happens.
This is where like we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the
Town internet provider, proudly supporting our Panthers. Visit us at tcworks.com to learn more. TCW Fiber, proudly powering Greenbrier, one connection at a time. Go Panthers!
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back here to Greenbrier. Don Jones Stadium has been all Panthers so far in the first quarter as Greenbrier leads 27-0, 2:36 to play. And hey, upset alert. Just got a score over the loudspeaker as Valley View trails Harrison 17-0 early in that ball game.
Is Harrison the 4 seed?
Yes. Line drive kick goes out of bounds. Not used to seeing that out of Ethan Rhodes. Might have got a little bit amped up there and tried to kick that one through the end zone. But we'll give Batesville good starting field position at the 35. There is sportsmanship rule in the playoffs.
There is.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Just got a text from my good buddy J.R. Runyon and Eric King listening in tonight as they got the night off.
There you
go.
go.
Conway's got a bye.
Did they end up winning that game against Bryant?
No, got beat 28-21. It was a great ball game.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Conway gets up on them early and Bryant comes back and
great ball game.
There was a lot of good ball games last week.
There was. Vince takes a high snap. Woo! Hit in the backfield. Quaddle bomb. Kamala slams the running back in the backfield for a loss of 2. Big quaddle bomb come through there untouched and put the slam on him.
Came out with some fire.
I love it.
Scrape the edge right there. Love it.
2nd down and 12 as he lose 2 there. I believe only the second time we've seen them try to run the football tonight. Which, according to their stats all season, only running at 80 yards per game. They don't try to run it a whole lot. No. 2nd down and 12, 2 receivers left as the ball's on the right hash. Vince will fake it. He'll roll to his left, gets some pressure, now lets it go. He's got his man caught at the sticks, depending on the spot, and it looks like they will give him enough for the first down. And that was a great throw by Vince.
It was a dart.
Was getting pressured and just stepped up into it and made a great strike. First down will be spotted at the 46.
You know what I'd like to see? Well, if it was Tyree over there on that boundary, love to see a corner blitz right here.
Yeah. Tyree Kemp, just a sophomore, but has had a great season. Got a bright future ahead of that young man. Trips right now for Benz as he'll take a straight drop, look that way, gets it out on a little out route, and a little miscommunication as the receiver just run a stop, and Benz through the out. Incomplete, so bring up a 2nd down and 10.
They're running a lot of deep routes. I don't know.
They really did it last week against Valley View too.
Yeah.
They were successful on a lot of them against Valley View. Had some big explosive plays and.
From what I'm seeing, they're not open.
Right.
You throw one of those contested catches, maybe a 50-50 ball.
Mm-hmm. Empty backfield for Benz. He'll bring a man in motion. He'll run a little slant route across the middle, and Benz tries to throw that one off his back foot. I think it was tipped, and it'll be incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down and long now for the Pioneers.
With just a 3-man front, we're getting some good pressure. And I think they may be blitzing a little bit more just because they do roll out a little bit more than a usual team. But
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I have to readjust your mic there. But third down and long. Benz was our 5A player of the week last week for the entire state,
Really?
or our coverage area anyway. Just had a great ball game.
Yeah. Got a 4-man front really right now.
Greenbrier will walk up a linebacker, which is Newland. He'll try to get pressure as Benz rolls to his right. Nothing there. Now he'll try to get it out last minute. It is caught for a short gain. He will pick up 3, but it'll bring up a 4th down and about 7.
I think I go for it now.
At this point, you've got to pretty much pull out all the stops. You're at midfield and down 4 scores. Yeah. Gotta go. And kind of this one, it's kind of do or die here. I mean, I know it's still early in the first quarter,
You
but
go for a 2-point in this, it's mercy rule. They don't score again.
But it doesn't start till the second half.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Greenbrier will try to hold here as Batesville's got a 4th and 6 facing them at the 50-yard line. 2 receivers each side for Benz. He'll take a drop, gets it out on a little hitch route, and unsuccessful as he throws that one wide of his receiver. And it'll be a turnover on downs as the Panther offense will now come out onto the field with only a half a field to play.
Yeah.
Not really what you want to do against this offense. And honestly, I wish we had somebody that kept account of how much time of possession we've had so far this game.
Not very much.
I would say less than 3 minutes.
No doubt. No doubt. I was gonna say maybe a minute 50 seconds.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Palmer with 2 running backs this time. He'll hand off to Assan. He's got a room on the right and makes a man miss, but almost gets tackled by his own man as Mosley didn't know which way to go. And a good run by Enoch as he picks up about 12 on the first down play.
Man, he squeezes through the tightest gaps. It reminds me a lot of when we played.
Yeah, we got I think we got a loose wire on one of these mics. Ooh. Okay, just don't move.
Okay.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball on the 39. Same formation as they'll hand off to Assan on the left. And a good run by Enoch as he'll pick up 4 good, hard-earned yards there.
I don't know what is going on. I haven't moved.
Let's see here. Might have to get some new equipment. JR, you listening? Got a faulty mic. Anyway, I think it's just a wire that's a little bit short. That will be the end of the first quarter, as it was all Panthers in that one as they lead 27-0 at the end of one. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with the second quarter here in Greenbrier. The Greenbrier Panthers lead 27-0. Back after this on My Country, Y107.
Panther Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back here to Greenbrier as we get ready for the second quarter. It's been all Panthers so far here in this one as the Panthers lead 27-0. And this is kind of what we're used to seeing out of this Greenbrier Panther offense is they come out with some juice tonight, come out with some energy, and it's proven in their play on the field. I think that last week against Valonia, nothing to take away from the Eagles, but was a little bit of a wake-up call for this Panther team. 2nd down and 6 for Palmer as he'll turn, fakes the handoff, takes a drop. Got a man deep down the middle of the field as Mosley again caught at the 2, into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Trendon Mosley on a skinny post across the middle as Jack hits him in stride for another strike as Cooper missed the whole thing as he went to get a bottle of water. And what happened? Just that quickly, Greenbrier strikes again with 9 seconds gone in the second quarter. Did a little play action pass, a little skinny post by Mosley across the middle and hit him in stride.
Well, let's go.
11:51 left to play in the second quarter.
Maybe I should scoot back. Nope, that made it worse.
Snap is down, kick is up, and good by Ethan Rhodes as the Panthers now lead 34-0. And, Coop, man, it's just been – I was just saying that as you were gone that this is what we're accustomed to seeing from this team.
No doubt. You come out with a little bit of fire this game after, a closer game than you were expecting last week. And, maybe it was an eye-opener.
Yeah, I think it was. And that's what you want out of this offense and this team, really, with Jack and your seniors here. You expect them to be leaders and not accept what happened last week.
Exactly. Because at this point you have a standard, and if you don't live up to that standard, it should upset you a little bit.
I agree. As if I'm trying to get some scores pulled up here, if I can get my phone to work. And we'll look at, I know Springdale is up 24-7 on Cabot right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that an upset?
I would think so. North Little Rock up over Bentonville West right now. That is a huge upset.
That'll be a big upset.
As Greenbrier gets ready to kick it away, we'll look at some 5A scores here. Robinson and Fairview, it says 7-7 in the first quarter. Farmington 7-0 over Harding Academy. Hot Springs and Beebe tied at 8. Nettleton over Morrilton right now, which is a little bit of a surprise. Good high kick again from Ethan Rhodes. Will land at the 2 and bounce backwards into the field of play. And Greenbrier has him swarmed at about the 15. And, man, that's impressive.
It is impressive.
I needed to learn how to do that with my wedge.
I don't think I can get my wedge off the ground.
He backed that one up about 5 yards.
Yeah. I just need to learn how to hit the golf ball straight.
They will down him at the 13 as Batesville will take over deep in their own territory, as nothing has gone right so far for the Pioneers.
No.
So Benz will bring his offense out. 2 receivers to the right, ball in the middle of the field. He'll have 1 lone receiver to the left. High snap, he hands it off to Morrow, and the Panthers do a good job and swarm him under at the 15-yard line. Pickup of 2.
If I'm this coaching staff over on Batesville sideline, I'm pulling out all the tricks in the book. Sure. Big plays, trick plays, trying to beat them deep, It just surprises me how kind of
vanilla.
Yeah. Especially when you're going against the offense like this.
Yeah. Which you said it, in pregame, though. You got to do what you do well.
Yeah.
You can't get away from your game plan.
No doubt, but at this point.
Benz fakes the handoff, will roll to his right. He's given chase by the Panthers. Now he'll step up into the pocket, lets it go downfield. Ethan Smith there.
Oh.
As a flag comes in.
I don't know about that. That should be OPI.
I mean, that ball was up for grabs. Who do you throw the flag on?
Because he was all over Ethan's back.
Unless it was a hold before I looked that way, which could have been.
No, because he threw it when.
Wow.
I don't agree.
Wow.
I don't agree with that one.
That is a pass interference against the defense, and I do not agree with that call. And neither does the Greenbrier faithful.
They don't agree with any call.
That's very true. Neither did Junk.
No.
My old broadcast partner, man, he'd give it to him now, which I love it. 1st down and 10 after the penalty. And Benz will roll against his body to the left, gives a pump fake. Now his receiver releases, and he lets it go down the sideline, and it will go out of bounds. Luckily for Batesville, as that one would have been picked off as well.
I don't know if you've ever seen – I think you have, but when the game stands tall.
Oh, yeah.
When they throw it back in bounds, I would have loved to see that right there.
2nd down and 10 for the Pioneers. After the penalty, the ball was moved out to the 30-yard line. So gets them out of the hole. 10:49 to play in the half. Greenbrier leads 34-0. As this Panther defense has come to play here tonight. Trips left for Benz. Ball on the right hash. Now he'll send his tight end from right to left. And a low snap, and Benz jumps on it. As Greenbrier was going for it, he kind of got hit as looks like he popped up, but no, that couldn't have felt very good.
He looks a little mad right now.
Yeah. Bring a 3rd down and 18 as that's the second time that we've seen Batesville have trouble with their snap. You know, I don't believe I saw any of that last week against Valley View. And it's the same center. I'm not really sure what's going on there. So long third down here for Batesville. And at this point on the football field, you can't help but think that they'd have to punt the football away. And Batesville will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them with 10:04 left in the half. Greenbrier leads 34-0. This is Matt Wilcox and Cooper Wilcox bringing you the action on My Country, Y107.
GreenbrierAutoSales.com.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up.
It hasn't, you know. I mean, I've watched this team. I watched them play a couple games this year on film, and have definitely know that they're a better football team than what they've shown so far here tonight.
You know, sometimes you just have those games.
That's right.
It sucks that it's in the playoffs, though.
It does. Trips left for Batesville as Benz will take a straight drop, look that way, lets it go deep down the middle of the field. Triple coverage for the Panthers, and Kendall Johnson has a chance to catch it as the defense, Greenbrier just overran it, and it will fall incomplete, and that will bring the punt unit on for Batesville.
Something for that young receiver to take away from right there is he caught it at a low point.
Yeah.
You got to go up and
high point it.
Yep.
For sure. So Batesville will have to punt for the third time tonight as they Greenbrier will send Ethan Smith back to the 40. This kicker's committed to UCA.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Gets the punt away again. Good, high, end-over-end kick. Smith will catch it but fumble it. Luckily able to fall back on it, and that was close there. He's been pretty sure-handed all season.
Yeah.
I think he got to looking a little bit.
He did. I mean, he's had some good returns this game, so rightfully so, but got to stay focused.
Heard some footsteps.
Yeah.
Which I used to return punts. That was my least favorite thing to do.
I was going to say, I don't think I could ever do it.
Yeah. First down and 10 for this Panther offense, who's been just absolutely on fire tonight. Two running backs for Palmer. As they just announced the score, Lakeside is 26, Searcy 20, so it's going to be a shootout over in Searcy. Palmer takes it, quick step, gets it out to Mosley. Mosley makes the man miss at the 45, up over the 50, and to the 45 into Batesville territory. And, man, that kid is electric.
Yep. You know, I don't know if he wants to go play college football somewhere, but he could have an opportunity.
Yeah, he's definitely going to play college baseball.
Yeah.
But I agree, he could play either. First down and 10 for the Panthers into Batesville territory. That will send Trendon Mosley over 1,000 yards for the season. Enoch Assan on the right at the 40. And will be bumped out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line.
I don't know how good Enoch's vertical is, but
I think he could have leaped there.
Hey, he could have.
First down and 10 for the Panthers as they'll mark it at the 38. Stepped out a little bit shy of where I thought he got to. Ball on the right hash. Twins to the left for Palmer.
Take a little switch verticals on the outside out here.
Palmer takes a snap, hands off to Assan. Spin move in the middle. Not much there this time as Batesville does a good job defending it. Pick up one on the play.
I thought he got a little bit more than that.
Second down and 8 for the Panthers. They give him 2, actually.
Takes a shot right here.
Pistol formation for Palmer. Mosley to the right. Lucas Thompson out left, who caught the game-winning touchdown. Fake handoff boot and got his man across the middle. Caught at the 10, 5, touchdown Panthers. And that is Lucas Thompson.
Told you. And in a position like that where it's 4-down territory regardless, and you really don't have anything to lose right there.
Yeah.
I mean, besides a pick.
Sure.
But, you got to take that shot.
Great throw, great route by Lucas. And, man, what kind of weapons does Jack have at his disposal?
Oh, man, it's awesome.
Not very many teams in college football have 3 guys at the receiver core that can run under 4 or 5. And Greenbrier has 3.
I mean, I'd like to say that, they have some guys compared to what I had our senior year. With Thatcher and Mac both ran, sub 4.5s, and Reed probably was up there.
Yeah.
Jacob. They got some speed, man.
They do. And, that position, even going all the way back to your senior year, has been really good for this Panther program.
You had Miles Miller come in here. He went and played D1 football. McElhaney went and played. He's their leading receiver right now for Ouachita Tigers. And, it's just been crazy the amount of talent that's come through here.
And that can't happen with good offensive line play. It can't happen with good quarterback play. So all of it goes hand in hand. But that position has been really strong for the Panthers for quite some time.
For sure.
As Ethan Rhodes gets ready to kick this one away. 41-0 is your score. 8:48 if you're just joining us in the second quarter. It's been all Panthers so far tonight.
And one thing I will say is you got to give props to this coaching staff of finding ways to get those guys the ball. Because, maybe they don't have as many athletes. They may have 1 or 2, but they still find ways to get the ball to them.
Greenbrier ready to boot this one away. Ethan Rhodes approaches the football, lays a foot into it, and a good high kick. It will carry this one into the end zone this time.
He's making sure it doesn't bounce back.
And we're going to take a quick break and hit some of our sponsors. We'll be back with more Greenbrier Panther football right after this on My Country, Y107.
Did you know the production you're watching is being run and managed completely by Greenbrier High School media production students?
Students in the GHTV program are responsible for running live streams of different school events.
Stand by, camera 1.
Things like athletics, school signing days, and many other campus events.
We also work on other productions throughout the year. We make news packages and feature videos telling
Integrity is your advocate, walking with you through the claims process every step of the way. Integrity is proud to give back to local charities through our referral program because protecting our community means more than just insurance. Integrity Insurance Group, walk securely with us.
Now back to Greenbrier Panther Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back from break as Batesville runs on first down, picks up 3 on the right side. Ball will be on the right hash, and they'll face a second down and 7 as 8:18 on the clock before half and counting. After this break, we'll go back down to our sideline correspondent, Dustin Worthy, and get a sideline report from him. Twins to both sides as we got some ninth graders in the ball game, Coop.
There we go.
Good pass by Benz, hits his receiver on the right side, and we'll have enough for the first down.
Talking to Coach Stone last week, one thing that this defense doesn't have is a lot of depth.
Yeah.
And seeing those ninth graders, getting them out early is huge, especially in the playoffs. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
Right.
You don't want any further injuries. So getting those ninth graders out there, getting them some experience in the playoffs, just in case we do need them later on the stretch, is huge.
Absolutely. So first down and 10 after a good throw by Benz and a pickup of about 11. Ball will be moved out to the 31 of the Pioneers. Quads to the left. He gives a pump fake, tries to go to the single receiver down the sideline and had his man just a little bit overthrown.
Little too much mustard on it. That was like a 2-ball. Give him a 3-ball, let him run under it.
And I did notice that last week against Valley View. A lot of times when they'll send quads out to the right, they'll throw to the single or the quads either side. They'll throw to that single receiver.
Which, what I will say, seeing this young group out here, safety on that side's got to have that, especially in the defense that they're running right now. It's cover 2. He's got to take an angle like that. Yeah. I think he got caught looking a little too long.
And another snap infraction as everybody went except for the center. kind of had that look like, where y'all going?
You know, that's happened a couple times to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard as a center. It's nerve-wracking.
That's a tough position.
You're the quarterback of that O-line.
It will be a snap infraction against the Pioneers. We'll move them back 5. Second down at 15.
I think it was my junior year when Dustin Hall, he had to come in and play for Ashton because he's hurt a couple games, but I think he just went deaf for a game.
Second down at 15 for Pioneers. Trips to the right. Benz takes his drop, gets pressure. Now he'll step up into the pocket, and he's got plenty of room up over the 40, 45, and then tries to slide down, kind of gets his feet caught at the 50.
Hope he's not hurt.
Yeah, that looked a little awkward.
Yeah.
I think he thought about sliding, but didn't really know. And
I've had a few of those.
You've never slid in your life.
No, I haven't. You know, what's crazy is that run against PA, I thought about sliding for like half a second because my shoulder was killing me.
Yeah. Against your better judgment, I've tried to get you to slide your entire senior year. First and 10 as Pioneers get it into Greenbrier territory for the first time tonight. They hand it off, and Greenbrier's defense swarms under as about 7 blue jerseys surround the football. Shoemate there on the tackle.
You know who I have to blame for not sliding? His name is Jackson Riddle. And he told me as a sophomore, he said, if you slide, you're soft. And, you know, what's crazy is halfway through that year, he got hurt.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't have taken his advice.
Yeah. Second down and 11 as the ball's at the 50-yard line. Benz will take a snap, rolls to his right. Greenbrier gives pressure. Now he dumps it off in the flats to his running back and gets blown up by Shoemate again. He's playing a great ball game.
He is.
Only a pickup of 2 that time as they get it out to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Shoemate's not your average linebacker's build,
right?
But he plays with some heart.
Third down and 7 for this Panther defense.
Which we always kind of have a guy out there like that at that linebacker position. Dawson Spencer was there.
Yeah.
Mathis Polk.
Sure.
But they always do a really good job of flying to that football.
Third and 7, we'll call it 7 for the Pioneers. Benz takes a snap, looks left, now steps up into the pocket. Let's go deep down the middle of the field. Got a man, and it is caught. Touchdown, Batesville. Great throw, great catch, and that is the freshman, Kendall Johnson, on the reception. And what a throw. Looked like we had it pretty well covered.
I thought so.
Just hit him right in the bucket.
Thought he might have dropped it for a second.
So Batesville on the board for the first time tonight as it makes it 41-6 with 6:06 left to play in the half.
You know, that quarterback escape a second ago, it can't help but, you know, relay it to last week. And you gotta keep your eye on him. But that was just that was a good play by their quarterback right there. Ooh.
Kick is off the goalpost, but does go through, and it is good. So Batesville 7, Greenbrier 41 with 6:06 to play in the half. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go down to Dustin on the sideline. We're out here on My Country, Y107. Dustin, Greenbrier offense looking like what we're accustomed to seeing. What are you seeing down there from field level?
Oh, absolutely. Jack Palmer. It was one having fun, and he's walking around with confident swagger tonight, back to his old self. So little hiccup last game in the first half, but man, he is on all cylinders tonight.
You know, defense looks like they're playing really good football and really prepared tonight. What are you seeing on that side of the football?
Yeah, they're flying to the ball. Matt, again, we talked about it earlier, just last week against that mobile quarterback, I think this week, and they've absolutely shut that quarterback down other than that last play there.
Absolutely. Well, Dustin, we appreciate it. We'll check back in with you shortly.
Sounds good.
All right, and welcome back up to the booth as the ball, did it go out of bounds?
Yeah.
The kick does go out of bounds. They'll move it out to the 35-yard line.
And I do want to congratulate Jack Palmer on his first official collegiate offer. He got offered by Hendricks, Coach Phillips down there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So congratulations to Jack. He's really had a good season.
Yeah, he really has.
And if he commits to that coaching staff, I love Coach Phillips. Me and him go back a long ways. So he'll be playing for a good offensive coaching staff for sure.
Well, and I'll tell you, I was looking at the numbers across the state on Max Preps earlier this week, and Jack is the second-rated efficiency in the state.
That's awesome.
And only really behind Kane Archer.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good company to keep.
Yeah.
Jack's completed close to 75% of his passes on the year, over 2,000 yards. And Greenbrier with a unsportsmanlike conduct.
No, that was Batesville.
Oh, it was?
The kicking team.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Batesville gets an unsportsmanlike conduct. So Greenbrier will get really good field position as the kick went out of bounds, and then add 15 on top of that. They'll get it to the 50-yard line, correct?
Yeah.
Why is it only at the 35?
I think they called it out of bounds at the 1.
Oh, okay. So Greenbrier will have it at the 35, 1st and 10. Palmer takes a snap, hands it off to Assan on the right. Got some running room. We do have a flag down. It's at the 50, makes a cut back, and he's going to take this one to the house, but it will be coming back.
Dang.
Dadgummit.
Jack's trying to talk him out of it. Oh.
And will be a hold against the Panther offensive line. And that one takes a 65-yarder off the board for Enoch. And, man, you hate that.
Yeah.
Because it was not needed.
No, it wasn't.
It was not needed. Enoch will take himself out after a long run.
I think they took him out.
Getting some love from Coach Phillips on the sideline. So that will back Greenbrier up to the 25-yard line as Cardin Blue comes into the ball game. (41-7) your score. 5:45 left to play in the half. Twins are to each side for Jack Palmer. Pistol formation. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, and short arms it out to Mosley, as that's the first miscue we've seen from Jack tonight.
I think he just tried to rush it a little bit. Yeah.
Just didn't quite have his feet set and short-armed it a little bit. But he's played phenomenal so far tonight. 2nd down and 20 for the Panther offense, as they have scored on every possession so far here in this ball game. Twins each side for Palmer. Ball close to the right hash in pistol formation. Now they'll move Blue out to the left. Palmer takes his drop. Gets pressured, a little receiver screen caught by Cummings, makes a guy miss, and then will be tackled at about the 27, as I think he faked himself out.
Yeah.
Didn't know where to go. So 3rd down and long. Greenbrier last time faced a 3rd down and 11, scored on a long pass play across the middle. We'll see what they draw up here.
You know, I'd like to see a little drag route right here.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be bailing out on the pass. A lot of the times when you're playing man, especially, you can get lost in those deep routes, somebody right under, or even quarterback run is really good. Quarterback draw.
Timeout for the Panthers. We'll take a timeout with them with 4:51 left to play here in the half. Greenbrier leads 41-7. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement. And
as Greenbrier leads 41-7 in this one, only up 34. So if they want to get that sportsmanship rule invoked, they need to go down and score right here. But facing a 3rd down and 18, with the ball placed on the 27-yard line. Empty formation for Palmer. Assan in at the slot on the right next to Cummings. Jack will take his snap, looks to the right, gets it out quickly, and that is Cummings on the right, and he'll catch it and bring it up over the original line of scrimmage to about the 41. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 4.
Yeah.
And I think the offense will stay on the field.
I like it.
So good pickup on 3rd and long. We'll get it into a manageable situation for the Panthers, as they will go for it here on 4th down. Trips left for Palmer as the ball's on the right hash. Enoch Assan, your running back.
Check at the line.
Palmer takes a drop, gets it on a slant, and just overthrows his receiver as he lets it go a little bit and sailed it, and it will be a turnover on downs for the Panthers. So first miscue by the Panther offense tonight will give the ball back to Batesville in their own territory. And Batesville coming off that huge play with the first touchdown of the night for them offensively will get it back with a chance to go score again. They will have the ball on the 42-yard line as Benz will bring his offensive unit out.
Let's get a stop right here. Let's go put some points up on the board.
Twins right, single receiver left, ball on the left hash. Benz fakes it, now he'll roll to his right. Got a man deep down the right side as Jolly gives chase. A lot of contact.
That's a PI in my book.
That was a lot of contact as he never got his head turned around.
But honestly, you would rather PI right there instead of give up a touchdown.
Yeah, he was open and had to try to play catch up, and that's the reason he never did turn around and look. But that was definitely more of a pass interference than the one they called.
Yeah. Makeup call.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 10. As I'll try to check some scores here and check that in a while. Give you an update on some scores across 5A. As I thought I heard Robinson was getting beat earlier. Quads right. Bentz takes a snap. Looks right. Now deep down the right side, and we've got it picked off, and he falls down. And a good pick by Jolly, but could have made a pretty good return, but lost his footing. And Greenbrier will have it on the 2-yard line. So looking at some scores here, Joe T. Robinson up 17-14 on Camden Fairview, so that one's still in question.
You know, I've watched a couple of their games. They take a minute to get started.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Farmington up 20-0 over Harding Academy. Yep. Hot Springs 15, BB 15. That's a 1 versus a 4 there.
Wow.
Nettleton 13, Morrilton 21. Valley View down to Harrison 20-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Okay.
Parkview up 14-7 on Maumelle. And then Searcy 27, Lakeside 28.
So if you were still doing your picks of the week.
Yeah, I think I've picked them all right so far.
Uh-oh.
Enoch to the right. Now it cuts it back to the middle. Good hard run. Gets him out close to the 1st down marker.
I think they're going to give it to him. No.
Now I did pick BB to lose. But
yeah, well.
It's
early.
It is early. 2nd down and 1 for the Panthers. They'll bring a man in motion with this Thompson.
Oh, I was going to say take a shot. Man, I think that was a shot play.
Offsides on the defense. Might have saved him a touchdown.
Yeah. Because there was nobody out there with Lucas Thompson.
It will give the Panthers the 1st down as they mark it out to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. See some 7A scores here. Springdale still over Cabot by 14. They'll He'll bring a man in motion from left to right. Now Jack will look to the sideline and get a check. 7 on the play clock. They will have to hurry.
Let's go.
And Duke just get it off. Hand it off to Assan on the left, and running with some authority this time and fighting for extra yardage will be a pickup of about 6 or 7. Bentonville West 20, North Little Rock 21. Fayetteville all over PA 41-8, which is a surprise.
Is it?
I thought so. I thought PA would give Fayetteville some trouble just because Fayetteville really hadn't played well this year.
Yeah.
2nd down and 4 for the Panthers.
Fayetteville does usually play good in the big games, though.
Van Buren beating Marion right now 15-13.
Really?
El Dorado 14, Lake Hamilton 10. Palmer takes a snap, hands off to Assan on the right, cuts it back to the middle, will be taken down for a nice pickup and a first down. Jonesboro 21, Southside 14. Mountain Home over Sheridan right now 42-22 in the second quarter.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sheridan's given up 80 3 times this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as they have the ball on the 30-yard line and on the move with 2:15 left in the half.
Poor Coach Kelly. He don't have much to work with for sure.
Offensively, they can score.
Yeah.
They just can't stop anybody.
No.
Palmer takes a snap, turns, handed off to Assan on the left, cuts it back over the middle at the 40, jump cut, and taken down by the shoestrings again, and a little bit frustrated, but a good run by Enoch.
He's brought down by 33.
I think he's a little gassed.
Going into 4A, let's see here. Flyville over Pottsville right now 28-12.
What's that Southside Batesville score?
I think they're winning pretty big. I'll look here in just a second. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Palmer turns, hands it off to Blue on the left side and hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He will pick up 2.
Lane
Morgan's out here blocking his tail off. Will be a timeout for the Panthers. We'll take a timeout with them with 1:30 left to play in the half. This is Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
And welcome back here to the booth with just 1:30 left to play in this first half. It's been all Greenbrier in this one as they lead 41-7. Would really like to get this ball into the end zone before half and really put this game away and make it really hard for Batesville with that running clock in the second half. Twins to the right for Palmer as the ball's on the left hash. 2nd down and 8. They'll turn. Fake the handoff. Palmer rolls to his right. He's got his man at Mosley. Catches it at the 47 and then will step out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So a good play and a good pickup as that only took 8 seconds off the clock. Greenbrier only with 1 timeout left, but into Batesville territory now.
If there's one thing I know, it's that they practice 2-minute every Thursday. So,
well, they must practice it like all practice because they never keep it for more than 2 minutes.
No.
Twins to each side for Palmer. Blue behind him in a pistol formation. Now he'll send him out to the left. Palmer takes his drop. Gets it out quickly on a little stop route is Mosley. He'll come all the way across field. I think he was trying to get to out of bounds. Yeah. But he does pick up the first down, which will stop the clock shortly.
Run.
As Greenbrier will hurry to get set up. Empty formation this time for Palmer. Trips right, Twins to the left. Palmer takes a snap, gets it out, and almost jumped and almost a pick, but he does complete it.
Should have been a flag. We weren't set.
Mosley will catch it, but stays in bounds as the clock ticks under a minute. Does pick up 5, and that one was really close to getting picked. 2nd down and 5 here for the Panthers. 47 seconds and counting. Palmer takes a snap, fakes the handoff, got his man across the middle is Mosley. He's at the 10. It's a race to the pylon. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, I'm seeing so many pancakes tonight. I love it.
Great throw, great route, and a great run after the catch by Mosley. And
go for 2.
Greenbrier will keep the offense out on the field to go for 2 here as they're up 47-7.
I think Huddle House needs to get these guys some pancakes after this game.
Greenbrier with a chance to almost put up half of 100 here in the first half. They will go for 2 here. Mosley all the way out past the numbers on the right. Mahan same on the left.
Just throw a little fade.
They turn, hand it off to Assan, and he walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Greenbrier 49, Batesville 7, 34 seconds to play. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier Panthers on My Country, Y107.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back here to the booth as Greenbrier gets ready to kick the football away. As Greenbrier leads Batesville Pioneers 49-7. Just 34 seconds left here in the half. And, Coop, this is kind of what you wanted to see.
Yeah, it is exactly what you wanted to see. This is the response you wanted to see after this team. After, a slow start to last week, come out here with some fire and hit these guys in the mouth early. One thing I will say, as we're getting close to halftime, we talked about Kane Griffin's condition a little earlier. If you would like to donate in any way or give back in any way, we are young or old. You old people love some softball. We are having a softball tournament for a fundraiser this Sunday. Games will start at 1 o'clock. It's a $200 entry fee. Teams of 10 or 12. And just doing a good way to give back to that family as they're going through a hard time right now. And, we're going to have some barbecue out there. We got some donors for some barbecue.
Awesome.
B&B Creations is supplying us with some treats out there that we're going to sell. And also 5 Star Nutrition is supplying us with some gift cards for the winners. So we got a $100 gift card, a $50 gift card, and a $25 gift card. So,
that's awesome.
If you'd like to enter, reach out to me or reach out to Michaela Seiler, get you a team in and come out and have some fun on Sunday.
Heck yeah. As Greenbrier gets their second false start of the game on the kickoff, that will get addressed. And, Coop, we talk about the sportsmanship rule here, but how important is it, to really get these guys some rest?
Yeah.
I mean, you got 4 games, hopefully 4 games in a row, and to be able to get your starters out and get them some rest is so big.
And one thing is,
Kendall Johnson takes it to the left sideline, and this kid's going to be a player.
Yeah. One thing is, and Coach Bertram kind of talked to me about this, is you should never take playing during Thanksgiving break for granted.
Sure.
Not many teams can be able to do that. So getting these guys in here in the second half, and the main thing is keeping those guys healthy and keeping those guys active for these upcoming weeks, because the injury bug can hit. For sure.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing you want to see is for one of our key players to go down. But these 9th graders, these are our future. These are our future. Get these guys in some big-time lots and get them some experience. And, Coach Stone is going to be coaching them up pretty heavy.
Batesville with the ball in the 40. Bentz takes a snap, throws it out. Good route and a good timing there as he let that ball go before the receiver come out of his break. And a good throw, good catch. Shout out to Adam Tackett, who's watching all the way from Indianapolis tonight.
Wow.
His son Fisher was unfortunately injured in the very first ball game of the year, and the kid's got a bright future, so looking forward to him getting back on the field as a Panther. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Bentz rolls to his left, lets it go deep down the middle of the field, just throws up a prayer and got there a little bit early, and here comes the flag.
Oh, get up. Come on. Kind of hit him awkwardly.
Yeah, I think he just lost where he was at. Was that Smith?
Yeah. It looks like a concussion.
Ethan Smith gets tangled up as he kind of lost his way and kind of run into the bottom half of the receivers. He went up for the football.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's going to be all right, as that's a key member to this defense.
No doubt. 100%. He's made a few really good plays tonight.
Yeah. So let's hope he's okay.
Get him up. Yeah, he's good. He's walking.
He's up on his own power, and he'll jog off the field, which is great to see, especially 9 seconds left in the half. I don't know that you'll see him much anymore this ball game.
Shouldn't.
And he's able to walk off under his own power, and that's great to see.
Shaking up a little bit. Probably going to go through concussion protocol.
First down and 10 for the Pioneers as they place the ball after the pass interference penalty, moves it to the 33-yard line of the Panthers. So don't want to give up a cheap score here. Trips left, single receiver right for Bentz. He'll take a snap. Lets it go quickly on the left side, just a go route. Good coverage, and the ball is picked off. And a great job by the Panther secondary, as that's number 25, Rich Crass, coming up with the interception. And just a hope and a prayer by Benz, and unfortunately picked off again tonight, as Greenbrier will take over with 2 seconds left as they'll mark it at the 1-yard line.
Surely we take it. No, we can't even take a knee.
Can't. Yeah. So they will have to run something forward.
I wouldn't be upset with a Hail Mary or a little trick play.
See what they dial up here. I would think they would just try to run something straight ahead and get it out of the end zone, but we'll see. As they do send the starting offense back out onto the field for the last play of the half, pending a penalty. We'll send a single receiver out to the left, Enoch Assan, with his heels almost at the back of the end zone. And now we'll have a stoppage of play and a timeout by Batesville. Wow. We got one timeout left to take, so we'll go ahead and take it. 2 seconds to play in the half. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.
My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Greenbrier Don Jones Stadium, John Hawks Memorial Field, and it's been all your Greenbrier Panthers so far in this one, 49-7, as they got one last play here, backed up all the way to the half-yard line, and just try to get this one out of their own end zone. Palmer turns, hands off to Assan on the right. He's got some room at the 10, makes a move out over the 20 at the 25, and will be chopped down at about the 30, and just a whisker away from taking that one to the house. And that will be the last play of the half as your Panthers lead 49-7. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you from the first half, hit some scores from around the state, and talk about what the Panthers need to do to wrap this one up and move to the second round. Thanks for listening. We'll be back right after this break on My Country, Y107.
entertainment, the Greenbrier High School dance team. Awesome job. Let's give it up one more time for the high school dance team. Next up we have 9th through 12th grade Greenbrier cheerleaders. Let's give a round of applause.
Great job by our 9th through 12th grade cheerleaders. Another big hand for them.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparations.
You've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say. And I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where like we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do. This has been our best show we've ever done.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for State Representative.
Difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like they're just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard, but they've always brought a lot of energy. They're always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who inspired their season most.
I think really, I would say the band as a whole. Because it's been really cool to see, like, just how knowledgeable everything is. Everybody is in different things, and how fun everybody can have while being able to perform at the same time.
Our director, the church, as well, Mr. Deaver, and Mr. Berg, they're all amazing people. There's so many admirable traits in each one of these people, so I kind of looked up to little traits in everyone.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, the GHS marching band is cleared for takeoff. One last. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Chandler Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the Greenbrier High School Marching Panthers. This year's show is entitled Cleared for Takeoff, featuring the music of Lenny Kravitz and the Foo Fighters. The band is under the direction of Jennifer Church, Justin Berg, Isaac Deaver, and Marcy Wells, and under the field direction of drum majors and vocalists Maya Barrios and Lillian Sorrell. Drum majors, is your band ready to take the field? You may take the field for performance. Most especially, we want to take a moment again to thank the seniors of 2025. Ruthie Barnhart, Maya Barrios, Ella Benton, Ray Burrows, Ava Corker, Abby Flieger, Michael Mahan, Sky Martinez, Portia.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up for everybody. You know, he shows up, he's ready to practice every day, and if energy's down, he usually tries to get everybody going.
Many people look up to him, not just as a player, but someone who they can lean on.
So he's always being a leader. He's always showing that he's going to be the guy that you want to rely on, and he's a great guy.
I think a lot of the success he's had this year is a reflection of the offensive line, you know, our tight ends and receivers, and their ability to block and open up holes for him to run through.
With the Panthers being undefeated and Enoch being one of the top scorers, the Panthers are having a historical season.
He's got a lot of really good qualities, but his work ethic is what allows him to be as good as he is.
These players take every opportunity to work on their skills, even if they win or lose.
Winning will take care of itself if you're doing that. You know, that's our approach. We're not just trying to beat Bologna, we're trying to get better.
Even off the field, these players still talk about leveling their game and how they can improve.
You know, we're always talking about football, always thinking of ways we can get better, and it's that respect level. We talk to each other, we listen, and we're able to get better as a team.
The community comes together to support Enoch's journey and the Greenbrier Panthers.
This town really cares about this sport, and I mean, it's just a good program. You know, coaches care, players care, you know, people care, and that's one of the ways I stay motivated to play the game.
This has been one unexpected season for Greenbrier. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Braden Adams.
I won this last week too, but I'm proud of the way they're playing and defense playing good, and we scored every time but one. That's what we're trying to do.
What was your message to them at halftime?
Young guys ready to play.
I know.
On offense and defense, and we're just trying to get them ready to know what they're doing.
Exciting times at Greenbrier football.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Dustin. We appreciate you.
Back to you, Matt.
All right, and welcome back here into the booth as Batesville has made it back out from halftime. As you heard there, Coach Tribble excited to see his team respond the way they did, coming off that tough victory last week. You know, Coop, we didn't really talk about it much so far in this game, but that's just the third time in Greenbrier Panther football history that the team has finished and completed a regular season of undefeated 10-0. And you know, your senior season, y'all did it, and then I think back in 2012 when Coach Bertram was a senior, or maybe a junior.
I think it was a junior.
Yeah, I think when he was a junior they did it. But this team here, chance to go to 11-0 here tonight, and then you know, move into the quarterfinals and just see if they can keep moving towards that final goal. You know, the bad thing about being undefeated is the only way it stays that way is if you win the last one. So you guys finished 12-1 with a tough defeat here against PA in the semis, and you know, still looking back on that one, if feel like if you'd have been healthy, that one would have been a different outcome.
Yeah, no doubt.
But anyway, well, we're all right. We're about a minute and a half left here in halftime. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and hit some of our sponsors, and we'll come back. We'll have some action here in Greenbrier and finish off this first round matchup with Batesville. Right back after this on My Country, Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Is built only a handful of DU trucks annually, and Saracen Casino will give away one of these extremely limited editions this month. Play to win an amazing Ducks Unlimited custom built Chevy pickup only from Saracen.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At ASA, you can achieve at the highest level, form lasting relationships, and support Tribble, both on campus.
And welcome back here to the booth. Had to cut that break a little bit short as we're about ready for action here in Greenbrier. As Greenbrier will be getting the ball first here in the second half. And the first time we've seen the kickoff return, well, second time. They kicked it out of bounds the first time. Lucas Thompson and Salter Mahan back deep for the Panthers, and we are underway. And a good high kick from their kicker. About goes through the upright as we see the leg strength in that kick.
Oh, he has a boot.
So just looking over, switched over to the Valley View Harrison game. Harrison up 27-7 with 5 minutes left to play in that ball game. So barring a catastrophe, it looks like the number 1 seed from the East is going to go down as the number 4 seed here from the West will move on. And what a big, big shakeup that'll be in the playoffs.
That'll be huge. That'll be huge. You know, and it would show at least a little bit of the 5A West's strength.
That's true.
In the state playoffs.
Yeah, a chance to go 4-0 as Farmington's ahead and Morrilton's ahead. So that'd be a pretty big statement for the West versus the East. Greenbrier will come out with some backups in as Easton Jutsey is your quarterback. He'll turn, hand it off to Cardin Blue as he'll make a cut and gets back too close to the line of scrimmage as we'll try to get you some numbers here from the second string. Number 48, Sawyer Wilcox out at receiver for the Panthers. Coming in as number 37, Carter Jordan. Is that number 19, Coop? Austin Martin here. Why don't I read them off and you look at your roster there. Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Use these handy-dandy binoculars here since my eyes don't work anymore. Number 15.
Number 15 is Eli Fleming.
Turn, handed off again to Blues. He'll be tackled in the backfield for a short loss. Got number 72.
72 is – we don't have a 72.
It must be a ninth grader. Number 56.
56. Don't have a 56 on here.
53.
53 is Ethan Taylor.
Okay. 71.
71, David Wadlow. And we'll get you the rest of them here in a second. I missed the right guard. I couldn't see his number. Third down and long for the Panthers. Jutsey takes his drop. Now be flushed to the right. He lets it go and overthrows everybody out of bounds. So bring up a fourth down for the Panthers. And looks like number 50. Let's see. I can't see that. 51 maybe? 51 is Jack Roberts.
Okay. So that is all of the players out on the field right now. Greenbrier will have to punt for the first time tonight as Batesville comes out and does a good job of getting the ball back to start the second half. And if you're a Batesville fan, I apologize if I'm not able to call numbers. I was not provided with a roster. As they do a quick kick, and Deersaw barely gets it away, but a good Greenbrier bounce as they kick it to Kendall Johnson. He'll take it up over the 50, now at the 40, at the 35, and will be
face mask
tackled by the face mask as a flag comes flying. So Batesville will have great field position to start this second half. So we'll wait, see what the call is. Pretty sure it was a face mask. Hard to tell from here. And are we going to make a call?
I guess.
Yeah. Personal foul, face mask is the call. So they'll mark it all the way down to about the 22-yard line of the Panthers. I think we lost yardage on that deal. I'm pretty sure we did. First down and 10 for the Pioneers as they have the ball deep in Panther territory after a good punt return by the freshman and a 15-yard face mask penalty. They'll turn and hand it off to Morrow as he bounces his way off the right side for a good pickup on first down. And looks like the second string defense is out there as well. I'll try to get you those numbers. Coop, you ready?
I am now.
Done got 51.
Yeah.
Looks like 62.
62 would be Aiden Gillian.
Number 19.
Number 19. Austin Martin.
And we'll get you some more numbers here in a second. Second down and 2 for the Pioneers. Running back to the right of the quarterback now. Vince will take the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, now tries to throw it back left. Good coverage on the receiver and overthrown. That's a good job there by the defense. As they try to do a little throwback, that looks like number 4, and I'm pretty sure that may.
Number 4 is Ashton Simmons.
Okay. And then we got, let's see here, 28. I know who that is.
That's Brody Wilcox right there.
Number 24.
24 is Ben Riley Nixon.
And on the third down and short, quarterback keeps it on a sneak. We'll be close to the first down. And they do give him the first down. So first down, Pioneers, as they threaten to score here as the running clock gets already down to the 7-minute mark. As my nephew Braden York, they just won their first round matchup 42-14.
There we go.
Over Huntsville, over at Batesville Southside. First and 10 for the Pioneers. Vince, a little toss sweep to the left. Morrow tries to outrace the defense, but a good job by the Panther defense as they flank him out and get him out of bounds. And number 42 in there for the defense.
Number 42, that would be Jude Watkins.
Number 25.
25 is Ridgecrest.
29.
29. We don't have a 29.
Must be a freshman. We'll have to get an updated roster. Number 49.
Number 49, Zach Compton.
And number 40.
Number 40, Maddox Bauer.
All right. Benz takes a snap on a second down and 7. Rolls to his right. Gets it out into the end zone. Caught.
Short.
Actually caught at the 1, and they will tackle him there. He will have enough for the first down. And a good job of the Panthers keeping him out of the end zone. I thought he was going to get in. As Batesville threatening to score here for the second time tonight with 5:50 left to play in the third quarter.
So if they do break does the clock stop?
No.
Oh, okay.
Once it starts, it stays that way the rest of the game.
Gotcha.
You ought to know that as many times as y'all did it your senior year.
I did not pay attention. Loved my guys that were in there.
And a quarterback sneak from the 1 will get into the end zone for a touchdown, Batesville. They haven't signaled it yet, but that was pretty obvious. Finally, we'll signal a touchdown. I don't know why the clock stopped.
I don't either.
Clock is stopped at 5:25. I don't really know why.
Maybe they'll tell them.
But Batesville scores for the second time tonight. Make it 49-13.
And they're trying to get him to roll the clock on the sideline.
Yeah. Good snap. Holds down. Kick is up, and it was good for 50 as he can absolutely boom it. So 5:25 left to play, and Greenbrier leads 49-14. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with Greenbrier Panther football right here on My Country, Y107. He hadn't had a chance to be out there much. He's trying to enjoy it. Play clock down to 6, and he's in a hurry now. 3, 2, 1. He does not get it off, but they let it go.
Yeah, I would too.
As he kicks it almost out of the back of the end zone. Man, that kid can boom it. That's the first time I've seen tonight or this year that a kicker that can boot it as good as Ethan can.
Yeah.
And now they've got the clock running.
Yeah. No, they.
So Greenbrier leads 49-14. I'm going to look over at the see if we got a final over in Valley View yet. 3 minutes left to play. Harrison still up 27-7. Valley View has the football, but probably a little too late.
Yeah.
For the Blazers. Jutsey takes a snap, empty formation, gets it out, and a little bit underthrown to his receiver as he was getting pressured to bring up a 2nd down and 10. 4:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. As this clock will, I mean, it's crazy. You look up and you think, 4 minutes, we'll look up after 2 plays and there'll be a minute left.
I know.
It's just wild. But it's great, man, that these young kids work all season long and put in the effort and the work and practice to get out here underneath the light, especially in the playoffs.
I was going to say, especially these scout team players. They're what makes our team good.
No doubt. Good throw by Jutsey there on 2nd down. Receiver makes his man miss.
There we go.
And we'll have enough for the 1st down. Who was that on the catch? Number 15?
Number 15, Eli Fleming.
Good move by Fleming after the catch, and a good throw by Easton Jutsey.
Little sidearm action right there.
So the ball will come out to the 31-yard line for the Panthers. .245 left to play in Valley View. And looks like that Harrison's going to hold on to win that one. I'll see if I can get you some updated scores around the state outside of that ball game. Jutsey turns, hands it off to Blue. Not much running room there as he's tackled in the backfield.
Kind of awkwardly.
Check that Robinson score as they were down at half. Robinson up in the 4th quarter, 24-14.
I told you. They just take a little bit.
And they just scored again. So
okay.
Robinson pulling away in that one, which is kind of what we expected.
Yeah.
There you go, 31-14 as we just get an update. And let's see here. See if I can check the Farmington score. They're up 37-0. There you go, Cooper. There's your dark horse.
Yep. Their offense is one of the best I've seen this year.
Yeah, it is. 2nd down and long for the Panthers. They hand it off to Blue again, and he'll be swarmed under. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Hot Springs and BB is one to watch as that one's been a dogfight over there.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's 22-22 right now in the 4th quarter. BB has the football, 1st and 10. It looks like they're deep in their own territory, but that one's going to come down to the wire. Could have 2 1 seeds go down in the 1st round.
That'd be crazy because our year, I think it was all 1 seeds besides, Whitehall. Who was the 1 seed on the other side?
Out of the East?
Like on the other side of the bracket, like it was us and PA.
Yeah. Jutsey running for his life on the right. He gets out to the corner, now lets it go downfield. Got a man, and through the hands of Austin Martin. Man, he was ready to run and just didn't quite look it in. A good job by Jutsey avoiding the sack and hits his man. Just not able to haul that one in.
Good throw by Jutsey.
Yeah, bring up a 4th down and punting situation for the Panthers. Who was the 1 seed on that side that year? I can't remember.
Because you had
Was it Whitehall?
No, because they were in the Central. PA was the 1. They were the 2. Little Rock Christian was a 3.
Deersaw gets the punt blocked by the Panthers, and they're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
That's not going to work moving forward. We're down our deep snapper, and so they're trying to punt out of a quick punt out of a normal offensive formation.
He's going to have to back up a little bit.
Yeah. The first one about got blocked, and that one did. So for the 2nd time in a row, Batesville has it deep into Panther territory. And
as the Third quarter is about to end.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on the clock. Keep giving them short fields. This one might get interesting. First and 10 for Batesville as they have it on the Greenbrier 27. Hand off to Murrow on the right. Now he'll cut back across the middle. And a good job by that second string defense of coming up and making a stop, as Batesville still has their starters in there expectedly. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. Greenbrier leads 49-14. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this on My Country Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Pretty dominant powers over there.
Even Nettleton hasn't been as what they used to be.
Yeah, that's true. Second down and about 7 for the Pioneers. Ball's on the Greenbrier, deep in Greenbrier territory. Murrow will take the handoff on the right side, get down close to the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 16.
Ben Nixon on the tackle. I think. No, maybe I read that wrong.
So been some good games. Looks like Parkview's up 21-7 late on Maumelle, so Parkview will hang on to win that one. So that'll be a heck of a matchup between Harrison and Parkview next week. You talk about contrasting styles. Be a lot of speed from Parkview, and then Harrison really smash mouth defense.
Yeah. Which Parkview, didn't they kind of give Joe T a run for their money?
I don't think they've played yet this year because Parkview's in the south.
Oh.
Even though they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Vince will take the handoff on the left and now try to bring it back to the right. And it's going to have the corner if he can get there, and he does outrun the defender and will run out of bounds. We got some flags down. Let's see what the flag is. It came out pretty early in that play. And I'll tell you what, Benz is –
He's quick.
He's pretty shifty. Let's see what the white hat calls here.
Okay.
Illegal formation. Be a 5-yard penalty. We hadn't checked the Searcy Lakeside score in a while. We'll try to get you an update on that one, as that one is definitely the most intriguing for the Greenbrier fans as we play the winner of that one. Lakeside up 42-34 as they just got into the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So what a ball game. Looks like Lakeside has the football as well. So
yeah, I was talking to some guys from Lakeside last week, and they were like, because, you know, as they are, they're talking like Lakeside's going to beat Greenbrier. I was like, oh. I was like, they got to make it past Searcy first. And they were like, we're not worried about that.
So a run on around the left side for the Pioneers gets them down to about the 10-yard line as it's second down and 3. 9:20 left in this ball game. Greenbrier trying to get to the locker room here as they're getting some good, valuable playing time in for these youngsters and the second stringers as they've worked all season long to get some Friday night lights. Fake by Benz. He'll roll to his right. Good pressure by the defense and just got tackled in the backfield. Almost picked off, but that was literally a full-fledged tackle by the offensive lineman. And fixed to tackle the quarterback, so he just tackled us.
You know what? I respect it.
It is a holding against the offense. Bring up a second down as they'll move it back.
Looks to from the flag is going to be about 20, 25, 26.
Hudson McFadden in there.
Or not.
9th grader.
I thought that happened way back.
Yeah, so second down and 14. Love hearing some of these freshmen's names called.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's been a great year for the Panthers football program. It's 7th grade only lost one game. A good run by Morrow up the middle as he bounces it to the left. A good pickup as he'll get it back to inside the 10. Bring up a third manageable. 7th grade only lost one game. 8th grade went undefeated. 9th grade lost one game but one conference. And then, of course, the senior high is undefeated to this point. So the future is bright for this Greenbrier football program. 3rd down and 3. Benz will hand it off up the middle. And good job by the Panther defense as they swarm to the football. As Ridge Crass comes in and cleans that up there at the end. He will have the first down, but good job by that defense of holding strong. 1st and goal for the Pioneers. Ball's on about the 7. We'll call it the 6. See if this Panther defense can hold strong here and keep them out of the end zone.
They've done a pretty good job so far, especially when they put the ball in the air.
Benz will send 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, as they'll have a stacked formation in the backfield. Now he'll roll right, get it to his running back in the flats, and makes a cut inside, and the good sophomore running back scores for the Pioneers. So Batesville on the board for the second time in the second half, as they take it to 49-20. And pending this extra point, which has just been a formality for this young man. Like I said, he's committed. I wish I had his name. He's committed to play for University of Central Arkansas next year. 8:50 left in the Searcy Lakeside game. Lakeside with the football, leading by 8. So Searcy in a little bit of trouble. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good as he kicks it almost on top of the field house. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier Panther football right here on My Country, Y107. Fun watching this guy kick the football tonight.
Yeah.
See if he's got some, not much breeze right now. I was going to say maybe he's got some tailwind. He can kick this one through the uprights of our leaning goalpost down there.
Yeah, and that might have been my fault.
Wood had somebody come out and try to fix it again today and straightened it up, and about 30 minutes later is doing that again.
Poor Dustin, he only got two times to shine tonight.
Yeah, not much to talk about
in
this one. Say he'll get more action next week. Low line drive kick, and we'll finally go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for Greenbrier. So they'll come out to the 20. So down to 8.5 minutes left over in Searcy. Looks like it'll be a 3rd and 20 for Lakeside. So Searcy with a chance to get a stop and get the football back and go down and tie that one up. I knew that would be a good ball game. I didn't know they would score close to 100 points.
Searcy can score quick, though, is the thing.
You know, we talked about that this morning on the radio. I thought Lakeside would win just because, even though Searcy's quarterback is good, he's still a sophomore.
He is, and he watching that Joe T game, he had a couple of moments where his age showed a little bit in the decisions he made. But, you know, he's good. He's got a good arm, got a good future.
Hand off to Blue on the left side, or is that might be, that is number 20. That's Grayson Linville. Yeah, Grayson Linville as he gets a carry. Not much there as he loses 2 on the play as the clock dips down under 3.5 minutes to play here in Greenbrier. Panthers looking to go 11-0 on the season. What a magical season it's been so far for these Panthers. And
it's been fun to watch.
It's been fun to watch, and just to get to extend it another week and get to play again here at home. Such a big deal. Easton Jutsey's your quarterback again.
I really only got to play 2 in the quarter.
Yeah, you did. Takes his drop. Now he'll be flushed out of the pocket, rolls back against his arm, and just throws it at the receiver's feet as there was not much there. So good decision.
There wasn't a receiver there.
Well, kind of a receiver. 3rd and 13 for the Panthers.
I say throw a go ball to Sawyer Wilcox over there.
I like it. I like it. Sawyer's been a leading receiver for this bunch.
For the JVs?
Yeah. He's had 2 catches in that one game.
Yeah.
One off of a tip football. Gets it out and overthrows everybody this time. And that will be a punting situation, which has not been great for the Panthers.
No. You know, me and somebody were talking about this the other day. Is you know, these guys don't have a lot of chemistry built up just because they don't get a lot of reps in practice.
Yeah.
But I feel like once they do start getting some reps, and even over the off season, just, you know, spending time with your guys that you know are going to get a shot next year, and building that chemistry, building that relationship, it's gonna do a lot for them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they backed Deersaw up a little.
Yeah.
farther.
Yeah. They're going to let this play clock run on down now, as they do have him backed up about 10 yards now.
They're going to take the penalty or timeout.
Know what's going on here.
They called timeout. They waited like 4 seconds after the play clock went down. But
so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them with not much time left. A minute 38 left. I don't know. We'll get another chance. We're going to hit some of our great sponsors, and we'll be back to finish this one off right after this on My Country Y107.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Community means more than just insurance. Integrity Insurance Group. Walk securely with us. Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back here to the booth as we get ready for the punting situation for the Panthers. Minute 38 left in this one as the Greenbrier leads 49-21. Greenbrier scored 49 in the first half and unable to put any points up here in the second half. Short wobbly kick by Deersaw lands, takes a Pioneer bounce, and it hits off the back of one of the Pioneers, and it looks like Greenbrier come up with a football.
There we go. That's just one more thing that's gone wrong for Batesville tonight.
It really has. And the poor kid was just out there blocking his tail off, and who would have thought that the ball would have bounced backwards?
It's victory formation. You go wait till he gets about 40 seconds and
the greatest formation in football as the Panthers send out their first offensive unit out there to take.
If you're the one doing it, it's the greatest formation in football.
So big win here for the Panthers tonight, and this one was never in question. Greenbrier got a 3-and-out to start the ball game and took their first possession down and scored, and it's been all Panthers ever since. Yep. Jack takes a snap, steps up into the pocket, and takes a knee, and that will be the final play. I think both the play clock and the game clock are pretty close to the same.
I think just give it to him.
Yeah. as the Greenbrier will come off the field, and that will be it here in Greenbrier. Panthers move to 11-0 on the season, win the first round matchup, and will move to the second round. And we're going to try to give you a score update here as that one over in Searcy is getting close to the end of the ball game. 7 minutes left. Searcy with the football and a chance to go down and try to tie this one up. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you some game stats, and then we'll talk about next round right after this break here on My Country Y107.
Hey, sports fans, it's time for high school football. The stadium lights, the band playing, the roar of the crowd, all the things that make Friday nights in Arkansas so special. I'm Scott Swartz with Centennial Bank, and we love being a part of what makes Faulkner County great. That is one of the reasons we are proud to bring you football on Y107 this season. This partnership is another example of the way Centennial Bank takes pride in making great things happen in our community, improving lives and establishing long-term relationships in the place that we call home.
I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home. I've spent my life serving this community as a farmer, small business owner, on the Greenbrier School Board, and my church. I'm running for state representative because I know what it means to work hard, support your family, and give back to your hometown. I want to protect our values, strengthen our schools, and make life more affordable for hardworking Arkansas families. I'd be honored to have your vote in the Republican primary. Let's keep Arkansas strong. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
We love champions, and winning is fun, and recognizing winners is the best. Conway Trophies is all about helping recognize folks for their accomplishment. Great thing about Conway Trophy is recognize you for absolutely sweet. Conway Trophies for plaques, prizes, trophies, and more. Recognizing accomplishments from all areas in life. Come see us today at Conway Trophy, 1101 Oak Street in downtown Conway, or online at conwaytrophy.com.
Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter, and I want to let you know about my friends at Cleanway Restoration and Construction. You see, disasters don't happen when it's convenient, whether it's a fire, a flood, or a tornado. When it damages your home, it upsets everything about your life. Cleanway comes in and does the cleanup, and they can lay your floors, replace your cabinets, and fix or replace walls. So remember, when an inconvenient disaster comes your way, think Cleanway Restoration and Construction. Let Cleanway restore your home and restore your life. Find out more at cleanwayrestoration.com. I'm Jeremy Riddle, proud to call Central Arkansas home.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through the challenges to give their final performance their all.
I've had to step into a leadership role, which I haven't really occupied before, so it's certainly a learning experience.
For me, this is my first year doing band, so learning sheet music has definitely been the hardest part for me, learning how to read it.
I think the season has been kind of difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like there's just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard because they've always brought a lot of energy and they're always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who
Searcy, as we will play the winner of that Lakeside and Searcy game. Searcy is trailing Lakeside 34-42. 4 minutes left to play. Lakeside is facing a 4th and 11. So Searcy trying to get the football back after Lakeside picked it off the last possession. to try to get that game tied back up. But back here in Greenbrier, the good news is your Panthers will face one of those opponents next week here in Greenbrier in the second round of the playoffs, as they were victorious tonight 49-21 over Batesville. And to give you some of the stats for the ball game, not much change there in the second half, as we did not see any of the starters until the last snap of the ball game. But Greenbrier finished with 16 first downs, 208 yards on the ground, 14 of 22 passing for 270 yards for 478 yards total. And then Batesville finished 65 yards on the ground, 12 of 31 through the air for 128 yards for a total of 198 yards of offense.
Awesome.
So really good job by this defense tonight. And then Batesville was 3 of 8 on third down conversions. Greenbrier 0 of 6. Which is just incredible.
That's wild.
Yeah, so if you want to take anything away that we can improve on next week, it's third down conversions. Yeah. So let's see, individually, your leaders for tonight, Jack Palmer, very efficient, great ball game by Jack, 12 of 15 for 241 yards. Trendon Mosley did not throw a pass. He's got Trendon 1 for 1, but I'm pretty sure he didn't throw a pass.
I think he did.
And I'm pretty sure Morgan Southall didn't throw a pass.
He graduated with me.
Easton Jutsey was 0 – that's not right either. He was not 0 of 4 because I know he completed one pass. Let's see here. Trendon Mosley had 6 catches for 122 yards. Caden Cummings, 4 catches, 82. Lucas Thompson, 1 for 31. Eli Fleming, 1 for 11. Enoch Assan finished the ballgame 16 for 155, as he did not get to carry it there in the second half. And so just a great overall performance from this Panther offense and defense.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you expected, as Cersei looks like Cersei did get the stop. So that ball game still in question with 4 minutes to play. But, Coop, we're going to go ahead and give our Integrity Insurance Players of the Game tonight. And just, again, thank you to our great sponsors, Joey Fulgham and company over there with Integrity Insurance. Great group of folks, and we appreciate their generosity in sponsoring this segment and these players and giving these players some plaques every single week. And so offensively, who you going with tonight, Coop?
We got 2 of them tonight. I mean, really efficient offensive night, almost 500 yards offense. But we're going to give a 2 to Jack Palmer and Trendon Mosley. Jack was really efficient tonight. I don't know what the percentage of that is. It's close to 90%.
Yeah, really good.
But Trendon Mosley with over 100 yards receiving in one half. Yeah. So both of those guys did outstanding tonight. Defensive-wise, we're going to go with Ethan Smith.
Yeah.
Almost had 2 picks.
Yeah, great game by Ethan.
And he's always
around the football.
Oh, he's flying to the football. You know, he's not the biggest guy, but he's a little bulldog.
Yeah.
He loves to fight. So, and then
special
teams. We think, we're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But we think the new long snapper was Jonah Klosky.
Yeah.
And to step into that role, it's a crucial role.
Absolutely.
But to step into that role and do as good as he did tonight is huge for special teams. So we're going to give that to him, and good job by this Panther team tonight, just rolling through and getting the dub and keeping everybody healthy.
That's right.
The main thing.
That's the main thing. Everybody come away healthy. Ethan Smith gave us a little scare there right before the end of first half, but I think he's going to be okay. Cersei does have the football left with 4:03, so that one's going to come down to this drive basically for Cersei. Got to go put points on the board, and we will see the winner of that game here in Greenbrier next Friday at 7 o'clock. Mark your calendars and come out. We love you listening and watching us on the live stream, but there's nothing like having a huge home crowd and really taking advantage of this home field. So get out, make a plan to come out and watch this team, root this team on as they try to move to 12-0 on the season and move to the semis for just the second time in school history. So we appreciate you listening. For Cooper Wilcox, this is Matt Wilcox signing off. We'll see you here next week for Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.